Okay, it's fine. I got my water bottle. Hi, everybody. Skylar Stardrift here. Welcome to the stream, and welcome back to the Pokemon Trading Card game. Very quickly before we get started, a couple of updates for you. Just very quick. Grandma is continuing to improve. There has been talk about her being shifted to another ward downstairs, possibly, but we're not entirely sure yet. Hi, Papa Links, welcome on in. So that could be a thing on that. Possibly moving to another ward downstairs where they are going to slowly transition her into moving her into a home. That's supposed to be tomorrow night, so I guess we'll find out then, or like within the next couple of days. And secondly, PC is still being loaded, so I'm still using the old one. Just a quick update on that. Still using the old one, probably will be until this weekend, when I can finally test out the new one and see if there's any more problems. Anyway, welcome back to the Pokemon TCG for the Game Boy Color. Last time, we got like 3 medals here, so that's impressive. And I'm expecting to get a grand total of 0 tonight, because we've got problems. So, we do have a Psychic deck, but I was just thinking about this too. I don't know if any of these are going to be helpful. Because the problem is, Psychic is weak to Psychic in most cases. And I don't really have a lot of fully evolved Pokemon. Move 1 damage counter from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another. Okay. So, I just don't know. We're gonna try it, and we're gonna see how it goes. But I don't have a lot of Psychic-type Pokemon. I don't have a lot of fully evolved Psychic-type Pokemon either. So, like, I'm missing Slowbro. I've only got 1 Gengar. I don't have a Hypno. I have no Alakazams. Like, I don't know how well this is gonna go, and I don't think it's gonna go overly well. So my thought process is... Hi, Darko Patrol, come on in. My current thought process is we can try this and we can see if it's going to work. If it doesn't work, then I need to go through my deck lists. And I have a feeling it's not going to work very well. So I think we're going to need to go through my deck lists. The ideal play would be to use my most powerful deck, which I believe is actually my fighting deck. And fighting types are weak to psychic types in the Pokemon TCG, so that's out of the question. Okay, what about my grass deck? That's probably my second best deck. Sure, but grass deck is partially weak to psychic types because there are poison types inside the psychic types. So that's out of the question. Great! That then leaves my Ocean Wave deck, which is full of not fully evolved Pokemon, and only some Pokemon that actually can deal damage. So I'm thinking that if we fail here, the best bet is to use my Ocean Wave deck, but copy it, dismantle it, and fill it with normal types and only use a few water types. Also, my Charmander and Friends deck only has 1 fully evolved Pokemon. There's a bunch of fire types in there, but they always discard their energy, so that's useless. So yeah, we're gonna try the Psy Blast, and if that doesn't work, then we're going to do the Ocean Wave deck, copying probably both actually, the Ocean Wave deck and the Psy Blast deck, or copying the Ocean Wave deck, and then, actually I might just copy the Psy Blast deck, and then just fill it out with water cards, remove all the psychic cards instead. Fill it with normal types, and then fill it out with psychic types. Alright, so what medals did we get? Yeah, so we've got the electric type, the rock type, the fire type medal last time, and we've already got the grass and water types. So that leaves the fighting club? Yeah, I think that leaves the fighting club, the no, we did the rock club. It leaves the fighting club, it leaves the psychic club, and the science club. So we've done the grass club, the water club, the lightning club, and the rock club. Wait, wasn't there one more that we had already gotten? Yeah. The electric club, right. So we've done the lightning club, High to Limited, welcome on in. No, indeed. We've done the fighting club, we've done the lightning club, we've done the rock club, we've done the water club, the grass club, and the fire club. So it's the science club, the psychic club, and the fighting club that we've got left. And I'm thinking probably I should be able to take out this fighting club with my psychic type Pokemon, I think. Maybe. And then maybe attack the science club and leave the psychic club for last, because I think that's going to be the hardest. What does the science club specialize in? Strong against rock, weak against psychics. Many cards of attacks with... and requires... grass energy. Okay, so they usually use grass energy cards. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the fighting club, because I think that's gonna be... the play here. Just saying, which Grandmaster is the best? I think Steve is the best player. Best player among the Grandmasters is Rod, since he's the leader of the Grandmasters. Hi, it's you. What's up? Did you decide to give me your Omastar? No. I don't even know what you're going to give me for the Omastar. I was just a few years younger. I've been dealing with you kids too. I mean, what's stopping you? Strong against lightning Pokemon, weak against psychic Pokemon. Require fighting energy cards to attack. It is difficult to recreate combos with a fighting Pokemon, since not many fighting Pokemon have Pokemon power. However, their strong attacks make up for this. Double Colorless Energy is a very useful card, blah blah blah. No dirty dueling is allowed, only nice clean duels are allowed in this club. I am Mitch, Master of the Fighting Club. I have to warn you that you will be unable to defeat me. If you wish to duel with me, you must defeat my pupils first. My pupils are training at other clubs. Go see if you can defeat all 3 of my pupils. Hold on. What do you mean they're all training at other clubs? Hey, you charged up? You playing the Pokemon Trading Card game? Yeah, gotta be a Grandmaster. Huh? Who are you? Who? Me? You don't know who I am? I'm the super musical star, Imakumi. I'll sing the Poké-Rap. You dance, la-di-la-di-da-da-da. Hey, move those feet. What cards? You wanna duel me? Okay, but if I win, you dance. I mean, sure. Okay, a 1-match duel with 6 prizes, whatever that means. Strange life form Imakumi? Imakumi deck. I think this guy has interesting cards. But let's see. I'm not confident on this one. Da-da-da, blah blah blah. Abra has Psyshock for 10, Ghastly has Sleeping Gas, and Destiny Bond. I'm gonna play Ghastly, actually. Abra, Abwa. I'm not confident with this deck at all, in case you were wondering. Not at all. Alright, I play first. I drew Jinx. Abwa. And I'm going to play this Bill, and I'm going to draw 2 more cards. Psychic Energy, that's good. I also picked up Dragonite and Dragonite, so I've got almost Dragonite good to go. I drew another Dragonite, are you kidding? That wasn't a Dratini, was it? No, never mind, I got Dratini. I got the entire evolution line, okay. Sure. I'm gonna slap that double colorless energy on Dratini. and not attack with Ghastly this turn. Dark type. Yeah, that's really all I can do, because I can't actually do anything. Sleeping Gas, and... Destiny Bond. Okay. Psychic Energy on Drowsy, Pound Attack. Your Psychic Energy. Let me check some stuff. Psyshock for 10, Pound for 10, Double Slap and Meditate. Attack does 10 damage times the number of heads. Okay. In that case... Slam for 30 times 2. And then Hyper Beam. And then Dragonite is Pokemon Power Step in. So on your bench, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. Flip 2 coins, this does 40 damage times the number of heads. I'm just gonna, like... Ha! Put you to sleep. Suck eggs. Damn it. Used Imakumi. Your active Pokemon is now confused. Imakumi wants you to play him as a basic Pokemon, but you can't. A mysterious creature not listed in the Pokedex. He asks kids around the world who is cuter, Pikachu or me. Okay. Drowsy evolved into Hypno. Sure. What a strange battle this is going to be. Sleeping Acid, no effect, it's fine. Slowpoke evolved into Slowbro. Strange behavior. As often as you like during your turn, you may move one damage counter from one of your Pokemon to Slowbro, as long as you don't knock out Slowbro. Finish the turn without attacking. I drew another Psychic Energy. Dragonair. Sleeping Acid, no effect. Dark Mind, if your opponent has any bench Pokemon, choose one of them and this does 10 damage to it. Ugh. 30 damage and Ghastly gets knocked out. Abra takes 10 damage. However, Dragonair is going in. I'm actually going to evolve that now. And I think I'm going to evolve Dragonair as well. $40 damage to you. Nicely done. Okay. Slowbro will use the Pokemon Power Strange Behavior. Okay. Dark Mind. Dealing 10 damage. Hydro Bill. Kadabra and a Psychic Energy. Going for Slam. Dealing 40 damage. He is trying to take care of my Kadabra down there before it becomes a problem, which is mildly frustrating. Kadabra. Super Saiya's 50, huh? I'm actually going to build up Jinx instead. Come on, Dragonite, you can do it. 80 damage! Nice, that's a wipeout. Jigglypuff. Slowpoke comes in. Finish the turn without attacking. I've got a double colorless energy. Let me check where that would be useful. Kadabra has 1 energy already, and it needs 2 to attack. Put that on there, and then I'm going to play Jigglypuff. Check my play area. Okay. I think I'm alright. Alright, I wasn't terrible. Dragonite. Psychic energy. Spacing out. Recovered 1 damage. Cool. Taurus, eh? Right, that double energy is going straight on Taurus then. 80 damage on you. You are down for the count. Price card, I get another Kadabra that I don't need. Slowbro is up to bat. Psyshock. And I'm paralyzed, lovely. I should probably check what's available to me. Kadabra has half of its damage dealt, and doesn't have enough energy to attack. Jinx has enough energy for double slap, but doesn't have enough to attack. Jigglypuff has nothing going for it. Taurus does not have enough energy to attack. Seems like a waste of that, but I will take it. Alright, paralyzed is removed. 20 damage? Yeah, 20 damage. Just enough to knock me out. Damn it. Alright, Kadabra, you come in because psychic types have a weakness. I'm gonna play the energy retrieval. Discarding a Kadabra. Drawing 2 psychic energies and placing 1 on Jinx. I'm then gonna play Recover, actually. To heal some damage counters. Farfetch'd is on the bench. Farfetch'd is on the bench. Psyshock, but no paralyze. Oof. Okay. You need to go down. 100 weak. Nice. I shouldn't have taken that damage, to be honest. Alright, Ghastly. Okay, Farfetch'd is out. Use Gambler, shuffle your hand into your deck. Nope, 1 card. Leak Slap, if Tails no damage. Tails no damage, nice. I can hit the recovery then. I drew a Jigglypuff. I'll play Ghastly on the bench. Then attach this Psychic Energy to Kadabra so that I can use Recover. Healing all damage. Making it very annoying. Double Colorless Energy. So Jinx is good to go. Sleeping Gas and Destiny Bond. Hand. Haunter. Okay, so that's useless to Haunter as well. I suppose put the double colorless energy on Taurus and just get it ready to attack then. Super Psy, that does 50 damage, you don't resist it. That's a knockout. There are no Pokemon in Nimakumi's play area. I win! I actually thought he played a few more Farfetch'd than that. Hey, you're pretty good. I'll give you this booster pack. So don't tell anyone I lost, okay? We got Item Finder. Discard 2 of the other cards from your hand in order to put a trainer card from your discard pile into your hand. Magikarp, Charmeleon, Kadabra, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Diglett, Nidoran, Male, Pokeball, and Water Energy. Clefairy played as if it was a basic Pokemon. While in play, Clefairy counts as a Pokemon instead of a trainer card. Clefairy has no attacks, can't retreat, and can't be asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned. If it's knocked out, it doesn't count as a knocked out Pokemon. At any time during your turn before you attack, you may discard Clefairy. Kingler, Energy Retrieval, Kakuna, Jigglypuff, Ghastly, Sandshrew. Hang on, I think that Kakuna's new. Stiffen and Poison Powder. Flip a coin if heads, prevent all damage done to Kakuna during your opponent's next turn. Jigglypuff we've seen, Ghastly we've seen, Sandshrew with a Sand Attack, Gust of Wind, Geodude, and a Psychic Energy. And another booster pack! On Skylar type 2. We have Raichu, which I don't think we've seen, maybe. Giga Shock. Choose 3 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and this attack does 10 damage to each of them. If your opponent has fewer than 3 bench Pokemon, do the damage to each of them. Omastar, Water Gun and Spike Cannon. Does 20 damage plus 10 more damage for each water energy attached to Omastar, but not used to pay for this attack's energy cost. Flip 2 coins, this attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. Flareon, Bite and Rage. Does 10 damage plus 10 more damage for each damage counter on Flareon. Farfetch'd, Leak Slap and Pot Smash. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. Either way, you can't use this attack again as long as Farfetch'd stays in play. Even putting Farfetch'd on the bench won't let you use it again. And Pot Smash for 30. Drowsy, Pound and Confuse Ray, we've seen that one before. Rhyhorn, Energy Removal, Vulpix, Paris. And that's it. And another one! These are all new cards, okay, I think. You and your opponent show each other your hands and shuffle all the trainer cards from your hands into your decks. Marowak, Boomerang and Call for a Friend. Oh yeah, we've seen that Marowak before. Golduck, Psyshock and Hyper Beam. Flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. If the defending Pokemon has any energy cards attached to it, choose one of them and discard it. Slowbro, Pokemon Power, Strange Behavior. As often as you like during your turn, you may move one damage counter from one of your Pokemon to Slowbro as long as you don't knock out Slowbro. And Psyshock for 20, which can paralyze. My nutters, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome folks. My name is Skylar Stardic. I'm a variety streamer. Tonight we are playing some of the Pokemon TCG for Game Boy Color. This ain't the trading card game I remember. Gambler, Recycle, Spearow, that's a new one. Peck and Mirror Move. Spearow was attacked last turn, did the final result of that attack on Spearow to the defending Pokemon. Magnemite, Tackle, and Magnetic Storm. Hi Sapphire Wolf, welcome on in. So how you going in TCG? Well, I'm going okay. I mean, last week we got 3 of the medals, and the week before we got 2 of them. Or like 1 and then 1. Something like that. Either way, we got 5 Masters medals, but I'm not sure how this one's gonna go, to be honest. Also, let me give you a shout out. What were you up to, by the way? What were you playing? Yeah. Oh, hello. You're a fellow Aussie too. Hi. Remove all energy cards attached to all of your Pokemon and randomly reattach each of them. Venonat, Stunspore, and Leech Life. Flip a coin if heads the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. And remove a number of damage counters from Venonat equal to the damage done to the defending Pokemon. If Venonat has fewer damage counters than that, remove all of them. This is slowly infecting Twitch. And Slowpoke. And both cards and dance. Soul and rhythm are the secret. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Maybe I'll become a poet. I'm trying to find the fighting club members. Legendary cards are pretty. If they're sparkly, I'll be really happy. Hey kid, we meet again. Do you have a level 35 Electabuzz? Come on, trade it for my level 20 Electabuzz. Why would you do that? That sounds like a detriment. Why would I trade my level 35 for a level 20 of the same Pokemon? What's the difference here? Oh, excuse me, did you hear? It's the talk of the town that Ishihara wishes to trade a very rare card. Maybe I'll visit him myself. Gee, I lost. Matthew's really good. He'll probably inherit the legendary Pokemon cards. Sadly, I gotta go to bed. Work tomorrow morning. Ugh. Alright, have a good night. Thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Have fun and collect a lot of cards. I will try. Thank you for the raid. Have a good night. Hi, Skylar. Would you like to duel? The legendary cards will eventually belong to me. What? Are you afraid of me? No. I don't... I'm pretty sure I've matched you before, and I don't think you're a member of the fighting type, Gem. I'm moving soon to a faraway place, but I'm not sad. I'll make new friends dueling with Pokemon cards. Sapphire Wolf, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, by the way, if I'm mispronouncing names, please feel free to correct me. I'm terrible with pronunciations. Training here at the Rock Club, but Mitch told me to defeat you before you duel the members here. There we go, okay. Right. There's one at least. Alright, let's see how the Psychic deck does against these. I have Mew, Psywave, and Devolution Beam. My name is pronounced Zypher. Okay, no worries. If I mispronounce it in the future, again, please feel free to correct me. This is not malicious at all. I am just terrible with name pronunciations, and I also have a really bad memory. So please feel free to correct me. Does 10 damage times the number of energy cards attached to the defending Pokemon. Choose an evolved Pokemon, your own or your opponent's. Return the highest stage evolution card on that Pokemon to its player's hand. There's also Ghastly, which has Lick and Energy Conversion. Put up to 2 energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. Ghastly does 10 damage to itself. I've got 2 Tauruses. I think I might play Ghastly, actually. Feel free to call me Zai, makes it easier. Okay, no worries. Or Puppy, I don't mind. Okay, we'll go with Zai. Sure, Mew, you can go on the deck. I mean, bench. Taurus, you can go on the bench too. Probably build up Taurus, but I kind of want to start attacking. I drew another Taurus, of course I did. Alright, Ghastly. And I will play Bill to draw 2 cards. Kangaskhan, there you are! And Jinx. Alright, well... Jinx is straight away going on the bench, and so is Kangaskhan. I think we have a new Pokemon to build up. It's Kangaskhan. Alright, Lick Attack! 10 damage, and you're paralyzed. And you're weak to it, right? Yeah, thought so. Cool. Off to a good start. You can't attack me, I believe. I drew Energy Search, which I might actually play next turn. Kangaskhan. Yeah, let's play Energy Search. I need to draw a basic energy card, so I can't draw a double energy card. Yeah, thought so. Alright, I'll take a Psychic Energy. And then I'm going to attack you again. Haha! Getting that paralysis check is nice. Oh wait, you can't attack because you're paralyzed. Right. Right. You can't attack me. I'm going to kill you. Psychic Energy on Kangaskhan, building Kangaskhan up a bit. And... paralysis check. I succeeded. Okay, I'm not going to question it. I've rolled heads 3 times in a row. There is nothing available. I win. How could this be? I'm the one who was defeated. We got Machamp. Is that a different one? Whenever your opponent's attack damages Machamp, this power does 10 damage to the attacking Pokemon. This power can't be used. Au revoir. Hi, Cousin Kin. Welcome on in. And then Seismic Toss for 50. We've got a Kingler, a Machoke, a Golem, Jigglypuff, Energy Search, Metapod, Ghastly, Weedle, and Fighting Energy. Fucking finally, I got a Blastoise! Rain Dance and Hydro Pump. Although, now that I think about it, I might already have a Blastoise, and I think it's Venusaur that I need. I don't know, I don't remember. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach one Water Energy card to one of your Water Pokemon. Hydro Pump does 40 damage plus 10 more damage for each Water Energy attached to Blastoise, but not used to pay for this attack's energy cost. You can't add more than 20 damage in this way, so you can do up to 60. Energy Retrieval, Rapidash, Marowak, Sandshrew, Eevee, Geodude, Ghastly, Caterpie, and Fighting Energy. Must return to the Fighting Club to start my training over. That's 1. I think there's 3? Okay, so... And he did say other clubs, so I should check out the other clubs. Tara and Amanda are the Water Club twins. No wonder they look so much alike. What a strange guy Mikumi is. Have you found him yet? It's rumored that he has really rare cards. He's really strange, but you might want to duel him. Trading a Lapras for an Arcanine, no thanks. I've already got an Arcanine. There's one. All the members of this club are girls, but I can't beat girls who are this tough. Huh? You must be Skylar. Mitch told me about you. There's not usually a person standing here, so I imagine that this was one of them. Beating you will be much better than losing to the girls. Jeez. Alright, what have we got? We got Kangaskhan. That would take a while to build up. Jeez, we haven't got a good start here. Taurus or Jinx? I mean, Jinx is probably the correct play. Taurus and Kangaskhan can go on the bench. I'm gonna leave the other Kangaskhan, though. I'm playing second. Bother. Mankey is peeking. Or, I thought they were peeking, but I guess not. That's fine. Another Taurus. Put that Psychic Energy on Jinx so that it can attack with double Slap Attack. And you're weak to it, so that's nice. Extra damage. Peek was used to look at the Psychic Energy in your hand. Congratulations, you now know that I have a Psychic Energy in my hand. I drew an Abwa. I will play the Abwa. Should also play a Psychic Energy, but do I want to attach that to Jinx is the question. Not really worth it. I think it's better off if I build something else up. Let's build up Kangaskhan, because of course we're going to build up Kangaskhan. And I failed. Bother. I think Peek was used on Michael's deck. I drew Pokemon Breeder. That is evolving to a stage 2 from a stage... Evolving to a stage 2 from a basic. If I have the stage 2 in my hand. Alright, Mankey's down. Psychic Energy for me. Which is useful. Fighting Energy and a Scratch Attack from Mankey. Okay. Draw a card. I drew another Jinx. Psychic Energy on Kangaskhan, which I think I forgot to do last turn, and Double Slap. Double Heads, that's a knockout, and I don't think you have any more Pokemon in your play area. Bill, yep, okay. I mean, if this is gonna be how easy this is gonna be, then I don't think I've got much to worry about. I lost. I'll go back to my club and train. Oops, before I go, since it's the rule, take this. Dugtrio, Arcanine, Nidorino, Kadabra, Potion, Diglett, Pikachu, Goldeen, Meowth, and a Fighting Energy. And another Kangaskhan! Dugong, Revive, Growlithe, Marchup, Tangela, Abra, Diglett, Pikachu, and a Fighting Energy. Heading back to the Fighting Club. Bye, see you again. I wonder if there's one in the Psychic Club. What? You also want the legendary Pokemon cards? I want them too, but I'm still not quite good enough. So you still can't defeat Murray. He's very skilled, but don't give up. I'm pulling for you. If you defeat Murray, I'll give you something very valuable. Legendary Pokemon cards are the ultimate cards. Everyone wants to inherit the legendary cards. That's why we play against so many different people. I just lost a duel, so I can't play right now. I just lost a duel, so I can't play right now. What do you mean you can't play right now? Pick up your cards, shuffle them, and let's go. Hi, I'm Robert. I'm a member of the Psychic Club. My Ghost deck is really strong and doesn't have any weaknesses, and it's difficult for opponents' attacks to cause damage. Would you like to duel me? No thanks. You're not a member of the fighting type. I dropped all my cards, so I'm putting them in order here. He's playing 52 card pickup. Actually, he's playing 60 card pickup, which I think might be marginally worse. I get so involved in the Pokemon Trading Card game, I lose track of time. Isn't the Pokemon Trading Card game really fun? Ishihara wants to trade a very rare card. If I had a card, I'd go and trade within myself. Please don't disturb me, I'm in the middle of a very important experiment. If I use Ditto now, this will happen. I don't understand science, but I understand Pokemon cards. I lost. So they must be at the Fire Club then. My friend Ishihara wants to trade cards. Why don't you go visit him sometime? Training's so boring and out of date. Why do I have to do it? Why me? I'm Jessica of the Fighting Club. Here we go. Oh, you must be Skylar. I heard about you from Mitch. Fitting you should be more fun than training. Single match, 4 prizes. Let's do it. Alright, Jessica, you're on. I have Abwa, I have Kangaskhan, and I have Jinx. Let's go Jinx in the play area. Kangaskhan, of course, and an Abwa. Yes, I'm going to keep referring it as an Abwa. Nice, I play first. What do we got? We got a Rattata, okay. Not what I was expecting. Abwa. And I will play Taurus as well. Well, I may as well do some damage. This wasn't what I was expecting though. I was hoping... Oh, never mind. Okay. That's a problem. Okay. So you resist that, do you? So I can't hit you. That's annoying. I'm gonna build up Taurus because I can get Taurus in quite quickly. I can't really do anything, so I'm just gonna have to wait. Can I get Taurus out now? Yes, I can. Can I retreat? Ugh, 2 energy cards are required to retreat. I might have to just let Jinx go. Yep, plus power, so this is gonna be a knockout. That's fine. Taurus comes in. definitely playing Bill. Abwa and Dragonite. Not too useful here. So Rampage. I could build up to a Rampage. Bite and Super Fang. Okay. And I think I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to build up to a Rampage. There's no point in doing a Rampage yet. I'm expecting a Super Fang, yeah, which will do half my damage. Then I can Rampage. Sure. And I don't have any more energy, which is not good. Tails, I became confused, damn it. But that's going to be a knockout on Raticate at least. And there's no Pokemon in Jessica's play area, I win. I've won by lack of bench Pokemon. On all 3 of them. How could I lose? That's a different Raichu. Agility and Thunder. Flip a coin. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to Raichu. Flip a coin. If tails, Raichu does 30 damage to itself. Nidorino, Raticate, Kadabra, Goldeen, Marchop, Diglett, Charmander, Staryu, Fighting Energy. Scoop Up. Choose one of your Pokemon in play and return its basic Pokemon card to your hand. Discard all cards attached to that card. Nidorino, Kadabra, Raticate, Marchop, Pikachu, Staryu, Diglett, Goldeen, and a Fighting Energy. How boring. I'm going home. Bye. I believe that's everyone? And we should be able to go back to the Fighting Club? I think. I was before at the Rock Club, but not this time. I'm going to train to become an even better player, but before I can start my training again, I must defeat you first. I'm going to just turn and run, you chicken. I've been training since I lost you at the Grass Club. How about a rematch? Okay, but do duel me again sometime. Training is so boring. Why would anyone want to? Hey, it's you. Do you want to duel again? Okay, I'm busy anyway. So you defeated all my pupils. Let's see if you have what it takes to inherit the legendary Pokemon cards. Okay, you ready? Gonna head off. Have a wonderful stream and pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you too, Zybe. Have a good night. Or good day, whichever side of the world you're living in. Or good afternoon? I don't know. Catch you later. Come on! Show me what you've got. We'll play with 6 prizes. Yeah, you gotta play more cards on the bench than your teammates did. They only had like 2. And that was if they had one on the bench at all. Ugh, this is a bad start. We've only got Dratini. That's not good. Some Skylar already got Exodia out. Look out, Skylar, wrong game. This is bad. Dratini's only got like 40 HP. I'd also like to point out that I don't have any... $30 damage. If I don't draw another basic Pokemon... Okay, well, I drew Kangaskhan. The only problem is I lose access to Dragonite. I am losing access to Dragonite. Effective immediately. Psychic Energy, Energy Retrieval. Double Colorless Energy, that's what I wanted. Alright, well, I can't do anything. He's gonna take out Dratini on this turn. The other problem, too, is that this is the Fighting Club gym. I'm in trouble, because Kangaskhan is going to take double damage. I mean, at least I can fetch. I can draw a card. And I didn't even see what it was. I pressed the button too quickly. This is gonna sting. Ugh. That sucked. Dark Mind for 30. Alright, I think it's probably wise of me to build up Ghastly. And I'm also going to immediately evolve it to Haunter. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have... Never mind. I should have built up Kangaskhan so I could actually attack you. 80 damage, yep. Down and out. Alright, Haunter, you're up. Do another Haunter. Okay, Haunter, you do that. Hypnosis and... Okay. That's where the cost comes from, so I could probably... No, alright. I mean, that's a definitive hypnosis, so... But you then have to fail 2 sleep checks. The good news is you failed this one. And you passed this one, damn it. I mean, this is a guarantee, so... But then you're gonna wake up immediately and you're gonna tip me, and it's not gonna be nice. Lovely. $10 damage due to resistance, that's okay. I'm drawing Haunters like there's no tomorrow. I mean, on the plus side, you only did 10 damage. I'm gonna risk this and see how long I can go. Stop waking up! Ugh. That's the problem. You need to basically fail... He needs to fail 2 sleep checks. Kangaskhan, you can go out on the bench, but I can't do anything with you. Because you'll just go down again, so... I'm gonna try one more time. Nice, okay, first fail. We need that second fail. Second fail, got it. Nice. Alright, Jinx is in play, and I'm going to immediately slap a Psychic Energy on it. And then we're gonna go with Dream Eater, because I can't use it unless the defending Pokemon is asleep. Well, that's 50 damage, that's 100 damage because you're weak to it. Excellent. And I got an Abwa. Just should probably build up my other Abwa, come to think of it. Hitmonlee is out. Stretch Kick. Doing 20 damage to Abwa. Okay. I'm going to select this Haunter and choose that so that I can play that on Jinx, and then I'm going to use Hypnosis on you, putting you to sleep. Phew. And you're asleep. Perfect. But you woke up. Okay, that's fine. Drew a Psychic Energy, that's going on Jinx, powering it up. And then I'm going to cast Hypnosis. putting you back to sleep, because that's just how this is gonna work. We're just gonna be constantly putting you to sleep, and then you're going to constantly wake up. Because like I said, you need to fail twice in a row. That's a problem because you're going to kick my abwa. Don't kick my abwa. You kicked my abwa. Jerk. Nope, I need to attack with Hypnosis. Although I'm realizing now, I am being an idiot. Because I can actually kill you if I just grow to Gengar. Alright, let's evolve you to Kadabra. And then I'm actually gonna evolve Haunter to Gengar. 1 damage counter from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another. I don't need to do that, I just need to use Dark Mind on you. Sure, I'll give damage to Mankey. That does 60 damage to you, knocking you out, and then 10 damage to Mankey as well. Hitmonchan comes up. Probably should have checked. Alright. Mankey is on the bench. Mankey's on the bench. Hitmonchan special punch for 40 damage. I'm gonna resist that. That's knocked down to 10 damage, so that's even better. There's a Psychic Energy for us. Building up Kadabra. Guess I'm going to start calling it Kadabra now. Dark Mind on you. I'm going to choose this Mankey again because this Mankey was weak. So, hitting you for 60 damage and then 10 damage there. So, next turn I'm knocking out 2 Pokemon. Nice of you to only do 10 damage. Psychic Energy, that's good for Kadabra. Dark Mind. Knocking out this Mankey. Hi, Dr. Doozer, welcome on in. I will take 2 prize cards. There's a Taurus. And there's a Ghastly. Marchop is on the bench, or on the active Pokemon. So here's the problem, mate. I'm gonna knock that out too, in one single shot. Check. Yes, okay, so you need 1 more Psychic Energy over there. Ghastly, I can play that, because I've got another Haunter saved up. How's the legend doing? What legend? I don't know which legend you're talking about. Mankey, that's charging up. That's going to be 60 damage, forcing you to bring something else into the field. I'll draw 1 prize card. I have managed to turn this duel around completely. Alright, he's using Defender, which will save him from 1 more attack. You're the legend? No, I'm not. Let's not do that, actually. Dark Mind. I think I just picked the first Pokemon on the bench. Yeah, I did. Okay, so he saved himself from 1 more turn, and he's using a potion. He is stalling out as much as he can. Drew a double colorless energy. I can play that on Kangaskhan, I suppose. Not that I will use Kangaskhan, but anyway, here's 2 more prize cards for me, which is a moot point, because I need to draw 1 prize card to win the match. Whew! Smooth. Wonderful, great match, you're very good. Here, take this, it's the fighting medal. You'll find the secret to the decks of this club encrypted in it. 4 more medals to get, I think. Or maybe there's only 2. No, I think there's only 2. Either way, we want the fighting type medal. Here, take this too. It's a laboratory booster pack. Cool. These have more cards in them that I don't have. Electrode, Sonic Boom, and Energy Spike. Sonic Boom, don't apply weakness and resistance for this attack. Search an Energy Spike. Search your deck for a basic energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterward. Magma, Smokescreen, and Smog. If the defending Pokemon tries to attack during your opponent's next turn, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, that attack does nothing. And Smog, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned. Tentacruel, Supersonic, and Jellyfish Sting. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now confused. The defending Pokemon is now poisoned. Wheezing, Smog, and Self-Destruct. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned and does 10 damage to each Pokemon on each player's bench. And then does 60 damage to itself, which is a full wipeout. This is Slowpoke again. Onix, Rock Throw, and Harden. During your opponent's next turn, whenever 30 or less damage is done to Onix, prevent that damage. Recycle, Doduo. Fury Attack. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 10 damage times the number of heads. I got scammed. Hi Sky Wolfie, welcome on in. What do you mean you got scammed? Magnemite, Spearow. And a second laboratory booster pack. Ninetales, there's one. Mix Up and Dancing Embers. Paid forward and he didn't say. Oh, that's. Can you do a like, if you paid through PayPal or through eBay or such, you might be able to get your money back. I don't know what site you use, but you can always message the site and see if like you can get your money back. Also, put through a request on your bank as well, if you can. Mix Up and Dancing Embers. If your opponent has... I already did, right. Hi Gunther, welcome on in. Also good to see you, Sky. I'm sorry that you've got a problem. Or let's go straight to the competition regulator. Mix Up. If your opponent has any basic Pokemon or evolution cards in his or her hand, your opponent shuffles them into his or her deck. Then your opponent puts an equal number of basic Pokemon or evolution cards chosen at random from his or her deck into his or her hand. Your opponent shuffles his or her deck afterward. Dancing Embers, flip 8 coins. This attack does 10 damage times the number of heads. Flip 8 coins? 8 of them? Whew! This country fucked this well. Oof. A cutie nerd? Not a cutie. Nope. Maintenance. Shuffle 2 of the other cards from your hand into your deck in order to draw a card. Ghastly, Marowak, Zubat. Supersonic and Leech Life. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now confused, rather. And Leech Life. Remove a number of damage counters from Zubat equal to the damage done to the defending Pokemon. Psyducks. Headache and Fury Swipes. Headache, your opponent can't play trainer cards during his or her next turn. And flip 3 coins, this attack does 10 damage times the number of heads. And a Spearow, and Recycle, and Magnemite, and Onix. I have to duel someone like you again someday. I mean, if you give me laboratory cards, then I might actually come back and duel you again. Cool, so... I suppose we should put that medal in the thingy, shouldn't we? Also check my mail. Skylar, it's me, Dr. Mason. I have some information for you about Mitch's deck. He's a true master of the fighting club. His first strike deck is built for a quick attack, but it's weak against psychic Pokemon. I suggest you duel him using the deck from the Psychic Metal deck machine. He's a booster pack for you. Another laboratory booster pack, thank you. Ninetales, another one. Ghastly, Golbat, Wing Attack and Leech Life. Wing Attack does 30 damage. And Leech Life is remove a number of damage counters from Golbat equal to the damage done to the defending Pokemon. Golbat has fewer damage counters, remove all of them. Pokedex. Sounds like me. Oh, that's your neck. Wait, what do you mean, my neck? Pokedex. Look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck and rearrange them as you like. Poliwag, which is just Water Gun, Onix, Slowpoke, Magnemite, Spearow, Horsey, and that's it. How cousin doing? I'm doing okay, Gunther. How about yourself? No, I don't need that. It's a science medal. Don't have the science medal. Psychic medal. Don't have that. This one must be the fighting machine medal. There we go. Okay. Cool. That's in there now. So that just leaves 2 then, which is the Science Club and the Psychic Club. The Science Club uses grass energy to attack. Sliler? What do you mean, Sliler? Weak against Psychic. Many cards of attacks with poison and sleep effects require grass energy cards to attack. Doing good myself, just come home from work and blah, I hate early shifts, ugh. I mean, I just hate work in general, so... Oh, look at this place. We research Pokemon cards here at the Science Lab, especially Science Pokemon cards. Science Pokemon are exceedingly strong. Would you like to duel against my Science Pokemon deck? What do you mean, Science cards? What's a Science deck? There's no Science type! What do you mean? What is this baloney? I suppose we're about to find out. Abwa is Wink? Is Wink? Abwa is Wink. Abwa is weak, so we're gonna play Jinx. Because we have the ability to attack. And Abwa can go on the bench. We have Pokemon Breeder, which is kind of useless to us. Maybe I should swap that card out. It's only useful for Dragonite and Gengar, I think. We do have plenty of energy in the hand, which is nice. That's what I like to see. I'm playing second. Botheration. That is the creepiest looking Ekans card I've ever fucking seen. Holy shit. That looks demonic. There's no effect from Spit Poison. I'm assuming that just poisons me. So that's what their game is. Double Slap, weak to it, nice. As long as I get one more attack, you are down. Ekans retreated to the bench, and Weedle is up to bat. And they're playing Professor Oak. You are close. I should stream Pokemon Snap one day. Would people be interested in a Pokemon Snap stream? Ow. Poisoned. I drew a Jigglypuff. I may as well play a Jigglypuff. $10 damage. Ugh. And I'm slowly draining blood. Draining blood? Oh, I don't know where I was going with that. Slowly dripping blood? I don't know. Well, either way, I'm already poisoned, so you can't poison me again. But Jinx could be down. Well, Jinx is going down next turn, no matter what I do. I drew a Wigglytuff. Do the wave! Did I already play? Yeah, I did. Well, I already played Jigglypuff, so I may as well do the wave then. What does Meditate even do? For each damage counter on the defending Pokemon. Okay, so that wouldn't have helped. Alright. There we go, Jinx. Clocking up a little bit of damage there. But you are going down. Sadly. I forgot to evolve. So, oopsie poopsie. Ekans evolved into Arbok. Drat. Damn it. Poisoned. That's not what I wanted to see. That did half of my damage too. Ugh. I drew Bill. Alright, Bill. Draw cards. Dragonair, Dragonite. That's nice and all, but not helpful. Friendship Song. Put a basic Pokemon card chosen at random from your deck onto your bench. All damage done to Jigglypuff during your opponent's next turn is reduced by 10. No matter what I do, I'm dead next turn, so unless I play Wigglytuff. I have to evolve to Wigglytuff, otherwise I'm out. What does Lullaby do? The defending Pokemon is now asleep. Okay. I'm gonna do the wave! Only does 20 damage though, because I've only got 2 Pokemon on the bench. Please don't poison me. I think I might already be poisoned, still. Nope, okay. Evolution got rid of the poison? Cool, so Dratini is getting played and immediately powering up. Oh shit. I suppose I can't... Yeah, I can't evolve Pokemon on the turn that it's played. I can do the wave for more damage. Yeah, there we go. That energy retrieval could come in handy. Arbok has already taken some damage, but... Okay, Terra Strike, I have no idea. Change player's active Pokemon. Okay, well, luckily that didn't affect me. I'm going to play Bill, hoping for some more friends. I got some. Well, I got Ghastly anyway. So that's more damage on the bench. Sure. I'm actually gonna get rid of the Dragon Breeder. Energy Retrieval, choosing those. Slapping that onto Dratini, and I'm also going to evolve Dratini into Dragonair, just in case of a bench attack. Okay, doing the wave. 40 damage, you're out of here. Might be turning this around yet. Coughing and coughing on the bench. No attacks. I drew a third Bill. Playing Bill, drawing cards, Jigglypuff. I will play Jinx on the bench, and then I will play Bill, drawing another double colorless energy. It's kind of too little too late for Dragonair, but that's fine. I could... And I think I will, actually. No, I'll play the Jigglypuff, and then I will do the wave for 50 damage. 60, sorry. Skylar can't math. Kangaskhan! There's no room for you on the bench. Placed a Weedle on the bench. Finish the turn without attacking, it's over. Psychic Energy on... Ghastly, I suppose, and doing the wave. That's 60 damage, you are as good as gone. And that's my 4th prize card. You are out. Whew! Turn that one around. Can't believe my science Pokemon deck could lose. Evolution. We've got Vaporeon. Nice. That's a new one. Quick Attack and Water Gun. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 10 damage plus 20 more damage. If tails, this attack just does 10 damage. Does 30 damage plus 10 more damage for each water energy card attached to Vaporeon, but not used to pay this card's energy cost. You can't have more than 20 damage in this way. Wartortle, Rapidash, Haunter, Weedle, Energy Search, Cubone, Caterpie, Jigglypuff, and Grass Energy. A second Gengar! Kakuna, Ivysaur, Wartortle, Cubone, Eevee, Weedle, Gust of Wind, Squirtle, there's a Squirtle. Maybe that was the one that I was missing. Bubble and Withdraw. Flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Flip a coin if heads, prevent all damage done to Squirtle during your opponent's next turn. And a Grass Energy, and just quickly, hold on. Sorry, I'm mildly nipped and mildly concerned about something and I need to check it. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. Crisis averted. Okay, cool. Yeah. Sorry, seeing that Squirtle card triggered a memory, and I wanted to make sure I still had my Squirtle card. I still had my original Squirtle card and my Wartortle card that I traded with my cousin for. Good. I would have been very upset if I had lost those. And yes, they were Squirtle and Wartortle. They were not XY evolutions, which I think was in... Which had Squirtle and Wartortle, I think? I'm not sure. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I still had them. So, and yes, I do. Because for whatever reason, I know that I lost at least like half of the cards that I have, and I have no idea why I lost them. I don't know where they are or where they ended up, but I know for a fact that I had, when I was a kid, I had more cards, and then when I went to find them and like organize them a bit better with a friend, when a friend came over, I found like half of them, and I'm like, no, I remember having all of these other cards. Where are they? Like, as an example, I know for a fact I had at least a full playset, which is 4 cards, of base set Drowsy. I have 1 left, which is in my Pokédex. Like, what happened? Where are the rest of them? The machine, it's not quite working right. Huh? Oh, this is a machine that makes decks. It's much better than Dr. Mason's. Let's see here. You want to duel against me? Shall we begin the match? It will be a single match for 4 prize cards. That's a lovely Nidoran deck. So I'm very upset. I lost half of my cards, and I'm so annoyed. I don't know where they've gone. I don't know what happened to them. And I didn't throw them out, that's the thing. I just do not know what happened to them. Like an energy conversion. You have 50 HP. Kadabra. You have Psyshock. Kadabra has Super Psy. So, I think start with Ghastly. Yeah, let's start with Ghastly. Then play Taurus and Abwa on the bench. There we go. Okay. It's fine. Alright. And I'm playing second. Bother. Alright, using a Pokeball, huh? Sure. Sure, you use a Pokeball. Well, Nidorino, okay. Grass Energy. Can't attack. Double Colorless Energy. Well, I need a Psychic Energy on Ghastly to attack you. Paralysis check, and I fail. But you should be weak to that? Yeah, you're weak to that. Nice. Coughing on the bench. So science is really poison, is what I'm learning here. I think I should build up Abwa. And I'm also going to evolve it just in case it goes down. And we're gonna lick. Which gets the paralysis off, but it doesn't matter because you're knocked out anyway. Jinx! Alright. Grimer! Nasty Goo. Flip a coin if heads defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Not paralyzed. No paralysis check for me. Kadabra. And that's really all I've got. So I'm gonna paralyze you. Nope, never mind. No, I'm not. Scratch that. Forget I said anything. Please don't paralyze me. Please don't paralyze me. Thank you. I'd appreciate being able to attack. I drew another Ghastly. May as well play it on the bench. May as well play Jinx on the bench too. And then Kadabra is good to go, because I don't have Alakazam. So, damn, I was hoping to paralyze you so I wouldn't get attacked next turn. Alright, one more. Nasty Goo. And you got the Paralyze. Lovely, so I'm stuck. I drew Mew. Mew's on the bench. Yeah, Taurus, you may as well take that. And I will just pass turn because I'm paralyzed. Nasty Goo. Ah, stop paralyzing me! Means I can't attack, and it means that I'm going down next turn. Ugh, gross. Can I retreat? No, I can't retreat because I'm unable to due to the paralysis. Lovely, thank you for locking me down like that. Well, guess what? Even if you paralyze me this turn, you're going to die next turn, so I hope you live with that satisfaction. And it's not really satisfying, but, you know. Live with that threat, I suppose. Anyway, Kadabra is out. Oh, now I draw a Haunter. Okay, well, I'm gonna play this Haunter on this Ghastly, then. And Super Sai, you're dead. Goodbye. I'll take that. Oh, look, a Psychic Energy. Cool. Opponent is poisoned if heads, confused if tails. I would have preferred the poison. Which is unusual for me to say. Because now I have to roll a card to attack. Sure, let's build up Haunter then. Super Sai. I managed to get the attack off, which means I am killing you. Because that's 100 damage. I got Dragonite. And there's no cards left. Perfect. Love it. Right. My theory is that the machine's malfunctioning caused it. Mystery Booster Pack. Vileplume. Pokemon Power Heal and Petal Dance. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, remove 1 damage counter from one of your Pokemon. And Petal Dance is flip 3 coins. This attack does 40 damage times the number of heads. Vileplume is now confused though. Double Colorless Energy, Dratini, Parasect, Spore and Flash. The defending Pokemon is now asleep, and Slash just does straight 30. Mysterious Fossil, Mankey, Drowsy, Paris, Pikachu, Meowth. And a second pack from Mystery, we got Articuno, Freeze Dry, and Blizzard. Flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. And Blizzard, flip a coin if heads, this attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. If tails, this attack does 10 damage to each of your own bench Pokemon. Ugh. Farfetch'd, Nidorina, Parasect, Rhyhorn, Drowsy, Vulpix, and Water Energy and Energy Retrieval. I've got to fix this machine. Hey you, Rick, the club master is in the middle of an important experiment. He has no time to see someone like you. If you really want to see him, you must defeat me first. Not too smart, but you've got the nerves. We'll play for 4 prizes. If you win 1 match, I'll let you through. I've noticed that they always say it's 1 match, which is interesting. Alright, what did I draw? I've got Ghastly there, and I've got Haunter. And that's all I've got. Ghastly can do Sleeping Gas and Destiny Bond. And Haunter has Dream Eater and Hypnosis. Okay, so I need 2 Psychic Energies. Well, I don't have any basic Pokemon. I hope I attack first, because then I can put them to sleep. Nice. Alright, that's a good start. Abwa, you go on the bench, and Psychic Energy on Ghastly, and Sleeping Gas. putting you to sleep. Oh, damn it. That would have been handy if you'd stayed asleep. Finish your turn without attacking. Well, that works for me. Psychic Energy on Ghastly. And then play Haunter. Hypnosis, you're definitely asleep. Can't do any damage to you otherwise, because I have to use Dream Eater. Okay, you failed the sleep check. Please fail again. Thank you. Cool, that's a wipeout. Psychic Energy on Abwa. And Dream Eater on you, you're dead immediately, regardless of weakness or resistance. And you're weak to it, so you're dead. Ghastly. There's nothing available. Yeah, I think I won. That was easy. Hey, I lost, since I promised I have to let you through. And take this. Laboratory! I was hoping to get more of these cards whilst I was in here. We got Magneton, Sonic Boom, and Self-Destruct. Don't apply weakness and resistance for this attack. Any other effects that would happen after applying weakness and resistance still happen. And Self-Destruct does 20 damage to each Pokemon on each player's bench. And then Magneton kills itself. Because it does 100 damage and it's only got 80 HP. It's dead. Slowbro, Wheezing, Gambler, Ekans. Good lord, that's so demonic. Spit, Poison, and Wrap. Flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned. And Wrap, flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Doduo, Horsey, Tentacool, Cowardice, and Acid. At any time during your turn, you may return Tentacle to your hand. This power can't be used. Venonat, and that's it there. And a second Laboratory. Pidgeot, finally. Slicing Wind and Gale. Does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon chosen at random. Don't apply weakness and resistance for this attack. And Gale, switch Pidgeot with one of your bench Pokemon chosen at random. If your opponent has any bench Pokemon, switch to the defending Pokemon with one of them chosen at random. Ghastly, Poliwhirl, Amnesia, and Double Slap. I think we've seen this Poliwhirl before. Wheezing, Recycle, Venonat, Magnemite, Coughing. I don't think we've seen Coughing, which is Foul Gas. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned. If tails, it's now confused instead. Onix and Slowpoke. Rick's in the middle of an experiment, so don't bother him too much. I am Rick, the master of the Science Club. Science rules nature. That is why it is so strong. You wish to test the strengths of science by playing against me? Alright, 6 prizes. Let us begin. I know that's supposed to be like a test tube or something that he's holding, but it looks like a flute. Yikes. This is not good. Starting with a Ghastly and no way to power it up. But at least I have energy cards. I will draw a Kangaskhan, and I'm going to play the Kangaskhan, and then I'm going to play this energy card on this Ghastly so I can attack. What do you mean? Hold on. I fucking missed that! He played a fucking Mewtwo! Fuck off! Excuse me? Good grief! Holy shit! I think I just had a heart attack. Well, he doesn't seem to be using it. Which is both interesting and concerning. Let me check that Mewtwo. Psychic and Barrier. Does 10 damage plus 10 more damage for each energy card attached to the defending Pokemon. And Barrier, discard one Psychic Energy card in order to attach the Mewtwo in order to use this attack during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all offensive attacks, including damage on the Mewtwo. This must be what it feels like when the player in the mainline game just rocks up to a fight with some kid on Route 3 with a Heatran. Okay. I mean, it's not too concerning. It has low health. Like, I'm not too scared of it, to be honest, and as long as I keep my energy low, which I have every intention of doing anyway, I should be okay. And he didn't attach energy to it. He attached energy to something else. And barriers remove an energy card in order to use it. He attached energy to Grimer instead. Minimize all damage done by attacks to Grimer during your opponent's next turn is reduced by 20. Okay. Alright, well, he's throwing this Mewtwo out of here, but I'm gonna take it out next turn, unless he retreats. And he can't retreat, because he hasn't played an energy card on it. Yeah, he's not doing anything. Mewtwo's just absorbing damage. Okay. So the good news is, I now drew Haunter, but I'm actually just gonna take out Mewtwo for now. Because that's still 20 damage. And then I will draw a prize card, getting a second Kangaskhan, okay. Porygon comes out, so still building up that Grimer. His bench is loaded with Grimers. Finish the turn without attacking, okay. Double colorless energy, that's going straight onto Kangaskhan. What does energy conversion do? Put up to 2 energy cards from your discard pile into your hand, okay. Now the question is, do I go for Haunter? Because Haunter means I need to put them to sleep and then use Dream Eater. It's a guaranteed sleep, but then they have to fail 2 checks. Ah, that's why you played it. Because you resist that. Okay. So, alright. In this case, I may as well lick you and paralyze you so you can't do anything. You will resist it, but I'm locking you down. Back, the legend is still okay. Don't know what you're talking about. Okay, no attacks. Paralyze heal. Play that on the Kangaskhan. I'm going to play the other Kangaskhan just in case as a damage absorber. And then I'm going to retreat. And then we're going to go for the Comet Punch. Check. Let me see Ghastly here. Oh, okay, the retreat was free. Nice. Even better. Okay, that worked out really well. Comet Punch. Unfortunately not enough to knock you out, but I did do 20 damage. Conversion 1. Changed it to Grass Energy. There's another Ghastly, so I'm going to play that. And I'm going to upgrade... No, I don't need to upgrade my current Ghastly, but I should play an energy card. I suppose I can build up another Kangaskhan, and I'm going to play Haunter on Ghastly. Okay. Defending Pokemon as a weakness, you may change it to a type of your choice other than colorless. Change Porygon's resistance to a type your choice other than colorless. The problem is, he can't change it to a weakness of basic, I think. Yeah, because basic is colorless, so he can't change it to colorless. Alright, Kangaskhan picks me up a Jinx, and Grimer comes out. Paralyzed. Ugh. You gonna get Wonders of Zodot? Eventually I will, yes. Though that game kind of scares me a little bit. It is a train simulator. Retreat cost of 3. Oof. Okay, so it's better off if I just leave Kangaskhan in. Sure, let's power up Jinx instead. I can't attack and I can't retreat due to paralysis. I'm gonna have to hope that I don't get paralyzed. Oh, can you stop? Can't really do anything, so I'll just heal. He's got me locked down, that's the problem. Right, there we go. Okay, I should be able to attack, and hopefully Kangaskhan will do some decent damage. Build up Jinx. Comet Punch, here we go. Fail, fail. Hit, fail, damn it. Could have done with 3 hits there, Kangaskhan, but you got 1. Exactly a train sim, i.e. there's a lot that's toned down. Don't have to worry necessarily about things like water explosions and water leaks, for example. Golden in the Express. And that's a paralysis check, so I'm not attacking, and I'm essentially going down. Lovely. I drew Bill, I'm gonna play Bill. Abwa, and I drew another Bill. I'm gonna play the Bill. Ghastly and a Psychic Energy. How many energy does Jinx need? Nope, that's Ghastly. Jinx needs 3 for Meditate, so I may as well build it up. I can't attack. Should I retreat, though? Never mind, I can't retreat. I suppose it would have to be toned down for kids, though. So that makes sense. Oh, sure, now you fail the paralysis check! You know, after knocking me out. Come on, take your prize card, then. Alright, well, we've got a choice. We've got either Haunter or Jinx, and I'm gonna go with Haunter. Haunter does more damage. Then I'm gonna play the Energy Retrieval and sack a Kadabra in my hand to pull out some Psychic Energy cards. And I'm gonna build up Abra. Sorry, Abwa. And Hypnosis to put you to sleep, because I can't attack you otherwise, so down you go. And you failed the sleep check, nice, and you failed the second one. And you didn't bother. Alright, Jinx, Psychic Energy on Abwa. And I know that you're not quite ready yet, but I'm going to upgrade you anyway and evolve you. And you, I suppose you can just sit on the bench and look pretty. As long as they stay asleep, that's fine by me. As long as they can't attack, then it's fine. I drew Ghastly. I'm just gonna go straight into the attack. There's no point in even checking my hand here. Oh, don't wake up. And of course you paralyzed me. Of course you fucking did. Ugh. Taurus, you can go on... Oh, there's no space on the bench, okay. Well. I can't do anything because I'm paralyzed, because it managed to get one up on me. Placed a Mew on the bench. And Nasty Goo. And I'm fucking paralyzed! Ugh, this is getting annoying. And I can't do anything, man. I can't retreat because of paralysis. And I can't fucking attack because of paralysis. Thank you for failing. Thank goodness. Now that you've done half damage to my Haunter. Alright, Kadabra's good to go. Hypnosis there to put you to sleep. Stop succeeding! I'm going to grab your coin and I'm going to throw it across the room. I think your coin is weighted. Alright, so I did draw Gengar, which is nice. Only problem is Ghastly has no energy on it. I'm not gonna play Gengar on my Haunter right now, because I keep getting paralyzed. Grimer evolved into Muck. Toxic gas. Ignore all Pokemon powers other than toxic gases. This power stops. Okay, and Sludge attack. Poison check, not poisoned. 30 damage. Haunter's down. Kadabra comes in. I suppose I'll play another Ghastly, though I think I'm out of thingies. Super Psy! Take that! Also, thank you for the book. 100 damage, weak, you're dead. Get out of here, Muck. Dragonite! Alright, Grandma is out. I saw Dragonair in the top left corner for some reason. So I was like, huh. Like, not even at the top of the card, it just looked like it said Dragonair. And I was like, wait, what? Coughing is on the bench. Grass Energy, attached to Grandma. Here comes the paralysis check. And of course it's a success. Because why else wouldn't it fucking be? Ugh, so annoying. Psychic Energy on... I should choose a Ghastly to build up. Let's choose this Ghastly. Okay, here we go again with the lockdown. Nasty Goo, and yay! You didn't paralyze me this time, so you're dead. You are dead. Not a big surprise. Dratini! Well, you may as well go on the bench. Never mind, there's no space on the bench. Okay, well, I guess I can't play you on the bench. Check in my play area. So, yeah, okay. I might actually upgrade Haunter now, so that I remember. And Super Psy, you're dead. That's 50 damage, times 2. You're out of here. Get out of here. Alright. And going for the paralysis check, and you missed! Which means I'm taking you out next turn. Good for me. Good for me, bad for you. There's still no space on the bench. I'm trying. Psychic Energy on Haunter. And Super Psy, you are gone. Goodbye, Grimer. Got a Psychic Energy, and here comes Wheezing. Smog attack. Poison check. Fails. Well, that does 20 damage to me, but I will do 100 damage to you. And that's a knockout. So Haunter there. Nope. Gengar. And Super Psy. You are gone. Because that'll be twice as much damage. Yep. And you've only got 60 HP. And I'm drawing my last prize card, and I win. Whew. There are at times problems even science cannot answer. Here, take this medal. It is the result of our research. Got the Psychic... Well, not the Psychic. Got the Poison/Science medal. And let me give you this. Please add this to your collection. Laboratory. Poliwrath, Water Gun and Whirlpool. Does 30 damage plus 10 more damage for each energy attached to the Poliwrath, but not used to pay for this cost. You can only do more than, you can only add 20 more damage. And Whirlpool, if the defending Pokemon's any energy cards attached to it, choose one of them and discard it. Weezing, Golbat, Maintenance, Slowpoke, Onix, Magnemite, Ekans, Spearow, and Gambler. And the second laboratory card, another Poliwrath! Maintenance, Slowbro, Weezing, Onix, Magnemite, Doduo, Venonat, Spearow, and Ekans. Legendary cards are but a legend. Science is the only truth. I must continue my research of science Pokemon. This is a sensitive topic, I understand, but I'm curious where do you fall on the straight/gay spectrum? I would prefer not to answer at this current point in time. I'll do again. Do you wish to duel me? No, I do not. Fully understand. Cool. Thank you for understanding. It's me, Dr. Mason. How are you doing, Skylar? I have some information for you about Rick's deck. He's the master of the Science Club. His deck uses Muk's toxic gas to prevent your Pokemon from using Pokemon power. Avoid using a deck that relies on Pokemon power to attack. His deck's weakness is Psychic Pokemon. Collect Psychic Pokemon to duel his deck. I suggest you study the deck from the Psychic Metal Deck Machine. Hopefully it will be of some assistance. And here's a Laboratory Booster Pack. I got a Hypno, Prophecy, and Dark Mind. Look at up to 3 cards from the top of either player's deck and rearrange them as you like. If your opponent has any bench Pokemon, choose one of them and this attack does 10 damage to it. Magmar, Ghastly, Weezing, Onix, Doduo, Horsey, Gambler, Slowpoke, and Magnemite. Win all 8 Master Medals, Skylar! Did you try building your own deck? This time I'll give you tips on the types and numbers of cards you should include in your deck. If you have 3 of a basic Pokemon card, you want 2 of its stage 1 and 1 of its stage 2. If you follow this rule, your deck will be well balanced. You should have about 14 basic Pokemon and anywhere between 20 and 26 energy cards in your deck. The type of energy cards will depend on the type of Pokemon you have in your deck. You might want to look at the decks in the deck machine for hints. P.S. This time I'm sending 2 booster packs again. It's a mystery. Got a Lapras, Water Gun, and Confuse Ray. I think we've seen Lapras before. Water Gun does 10 damage, plus 10 damage for each energy card, blah blah blah. Confuse Ray, flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is now confused. Nidorina, Jolteon. Double Kick and Stun Needle. This is a new Jolteon card. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 damage times the number of heads. And flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Pokemon Center, I believe, yeah, that's remove all damage counters from all of your own Pokemon with damage counters on them, but discard all energy cards attached to those Pokemon. Meowth, Drowsy, Rhyhorn, Vulpix, and Lightning Energy, and Execute. Finally a second Execute. And a Laboratory Booster Pack. Au revoir, Cousin Ken. Cousin Ken, thank you for the raid, but that does me a concern. What's happened? Oh, hi, Auntie. That does me a concern, Cousin Ken. What's happened? He's into... Oh, no. Cousin. You've been having problems with your internet all weekend, too. I know you have. Cousin, what were you playing, at least? Or what were you trying to play? I'm so sorry, Cousin. That sucks. We need to go and bonk your ISP. He was doing more Earthbound. Ah, right, yes. Cousin Kim was playing Earthbound, yes. I'm so sorry, Cousin. Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. My name is Skylar Stardrift. I'm a variety streamer. We are playing some Pokemon TCG for the Game Boy Color, ironically enough. We're doing okay. We just got the second last Master Medal, ironically enough, so we got one more to get. Making his way through Happy Happy Village. Whereabouts is that in the game? Because I've only seen someone play through the entirety of Earthbound once. So And I've not played through it myself, so I'm not entirely sure how far into the game that is, but if I remember correctly, it's fairly far into it. We got Marowak, Magmar, Doduo, Magnemite, Slowpoke, Tangela. Is that a different Tangela? Bind and Poison Powder. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Defending Pokemon is now poisoned. Spearow and Venonat. Okay. You flip a boy from down under. Hi, Doctor. Welcome on. And... cool. So, Science Metal? Nope. There's a Science Metal. No thanks. I do not need to build a deck. Do I have any more Psychic cards though? Nope, I don't think so. I mean, I have Slowbro now. And I do have Hypno. No, I think I'm okay. Whew. Psychic Club it is. Also, one sec, hold on, sorry. Just one thing that I want to do real quick. Sorry, give me a sec, sorry. Hold on. I'm learning things, give me a minute. Where is this setting? Sorry, give me a sec. There it is, okay. And from the activity feed. Where the frig is the activity feed? Oh. Reward requests. There they are. Oh my goodness. Alright, Dr. Dooza, I'm actually going to reject your request there and refund you the points. Let me know if you don't get the points back. Or you should do. I have not been marking any of these down. So, oops. I should probably check these out. Mark all of these hydrates and stretch redeems as completed. My bad! Didn't even realize that I had to... Oh, there we go. I can just complete all of them. And complete. Complete. There we go. Let's complete all those. There we go. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out how to refund your points because I technically didn't answer that question. And I feel bad for just taking your points like that. Because I think the, how much is that? How much is... question? Yeah, question is like 1,000 points, and I didn't necessarily answer the question, so I wanted to give you your points back. Alright, so... Some legendary cards, I want them too, but I'm still not quite good enough. And I don't think there was anyone out here to duel, no. Alright, we're on to the Psychic. You've won quite a few medals. Okay, let's duel, but I see the future. You will lose. Okay, a single match with 4 prizes, here we go. Alright, Psychic deck against Psychic deck, here we go. Back in your Protogen days, how many gigabytes of RAM did you consume? I think I was running on like 4 gigabytes of RAM at most. I don't know, what does Windows 98 use? Or 95? I can't remember what the joke was. What was the joke? Which operating system was I running on? I was either running Windows 95 or Windows 98, so it can't have been that much RAM. Whatever the maximum RAM you could put in there was probably how much I could use. It might not have even been measured in gigabytes. This is not good, because I'm starting with non-psychic type Pokemon. I'm gonna play Jigglypuff and build up to Kangaskhan. I think. Oh dear lord, no. Megabyte. Yeah, okay. I didn't even have a gigabyte of memory. Psyshock from Mew. Paralysis check, I think that was. I resist it. I have 2 bills, and I'm gonna play both of them. Dragonair and a 3rd bill. Okay, I guess I'm playing more bills. Taurus and Ghastly. Sure, I can play Ghastly, and I'll play Taurus. And Bill, again. Kangaskhan and Psychic Energy, which I'm gonna play on Jigglypuff, I suppose. So I can at least do something. Also, this is the Mew that I had from Pokemon XY Evolutions. Neutralize, Shield, and Psyshock. Prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to Mew by evolved Pokemon. We'll need to keep this in mind. Friendship Song! No one came. Damn it. Pokemon Trader. Trade one of the basic Pokemon or evolution cards in your hand for one of the basic Pokemon or evolution cards from your deck. Slowbro and Mr. Mime was placed onto the bench. Attach the Psychic Energy to Drowsy and Psyshock. You have no friends. Psychic Energy, I am going to play that on Jigglypuff because I can't damage you otherwise. Here's an Expand Attack! I'm going to whittle you down slowly. You have failed that paralysis check multiple times, which is great for me. Sure, Kangaskhan? Pow. You did get the paralysis off this time. Bugger. Yeah, that's all damage done. The Jigglypuff is reduced by 10. Okay. I suppose, yeah, I can't do the other attack. Alright. Wipe off the paralysis. Stop stalling me out. That's all you're doing. You place that Mew there to stall me out. Do I have a... No, I don't. May as well play Energy Search. Okay, I would have drawn my own Mew. Okay, so now I've got another energy card. I can't attack you. Sigh. Sigh Shock. You know, it would be great if I could draw Wigglytuff, because Jigglypuff hasn't taken any damage, and Do the Wave would do so much damage right now. Like, this is really good for Jigglypuff. This is a good setup. Ah. Well, Kangaskhan's ready to roll, at least. I will just do 10 damage to you. Finish the turn without attacking, okay. What is on my bench? I have Kangaskhan, which is ready to go, Ghastly, Tauros, and Abwa. So I've already got a Ghastly out there, so the only reason I would play Ghastly is to do the wave. But I may as well leave the last slot open unless necessary. Here's an Expand attack. Psychic Energy to Mew, finish the turn without attacking. I'm going to draw a Bill, and I'm going to play Bill, and try to get that Wigglytuff. I didn't get Wigglytuff. I did get a double Colorless Energy. And that can go on Tauros. Alright, I may as well hit the Expand attack. Finish the turn without attacking and did not retreat either. Alright, well, at this point in time, I think I might actually play that second Kangaskhan. I keep drawing double energy cards, so... Alright. Expand attack. Probably should have figured out why Mr. Mime wasn't attacking, but it's too late now. Haunter. Which is great for me. Mew is on the bench, that's the Mew that I have. Alright, no confusion for me. And I resist it. Psychic Energy card. If I can do a little bit of damage, that would be nice. Confuse Ray, and confuse me. Lovely. But I resist it, so taking no damage. Alright, second Kangaskhan is good to go. This could be the play here, because they can't seem to damage me. 20 damage to myself due to confusion. That's the first damage I've received all game. So, alright. Gust of Wind to drag Ghastly out. Hoping for an easy kill by the sounds of it. I'm actually gonna let Ghastly just sit there, because I don't have any means of retreating it. But if Ghastly dies, then I get to place a card. So... Taurus is now ready to attack. So I'll let Ghastly go down, and then swap it out with, Kangaskhan. Here comes Kangaskhan. I drew Mew. Sure? Nah, you can sit there for now. Alright, Comet Punch. 20 damage, 40 damage, 60 damage, 80 damage. You are definitely out of here. I only needed 40. Goodbye. Kadabra. Alright, Mew comes out. Slowpoke is on the bench. That's a new Slowpoke. I haven't seen that Slowpoke before. Build up Abwa. And... Kadabra. Kadabra. I have 11 cards in my hand. And I have nothing here. Alright. Alright. There was one thing that I wanted to check too. Yeah, I resist psychic types. So this actually is gonna work out in my favor. $40 damage. Not bad, Kangaskhan. You only need one coin toss to take out that Mew. Of course, you're going to use, yep, Strange Behavior to move all of the damage counters off of Mew onto Slowbro. But then you can't attack me. I'm just going straight in for the attack here. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss everything. Yep, only 20 damage this turn. And probably going to move those damage counters over to Slowbro. Yep. Can't do any more though, Slowbro is loaded. Psychic Energy. That's going on to Abwa. And I'm going to evolve it to Kadabra. I'm actually in a very good position right now. Like, I'm in a very good position. My Pokemon are fully loaded and ready to roll at a moment's notice. Mew is out of here. $40 damage. Mew's gone. Picked up a Kadabra. Drowsy is out. Drowsy on the bench. Trying for a Confusion. Misses. Still does... Nope, never mind. I resist it, so I take no damage. Forgot about that. Comet Punch. $40 damage on you. And you failed the Confusion check. You needed that Confusion check, and you needed to hit it like multiple times. This match is over. All I needed was a single coin flip, and I got it. This match is over. Goodbye. Excellent. Can't believe my prediction was wrong. Laboratory! Ninetales, Golduck, Slowbro, Arbok. That's new. Terra Strike and Poison Fang. Terra Strike. Flip a coin if heads, and if your opponent has any bench Pokemon, he or she chooses one of them and switches it with the defending Pokemon. Do the damage before switching. And Poison Fang, the defending Pokemon, is now poisoned. Slowpoke, Gambler, Spearow, Recycle, Magnemite, Doduo. And the second Laboratory booster pack. Magneton, Maintenance, Marowak, Slowbro, Tentacle, Grimer. Nasty Goo and Minimize. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed, and all damage done by attacks to Grimer during your opponent's next turn is reduced by 20. Slowpoke, Doduo, Magnemite, Spearow. See a vision, you're dueling me again. I have 2 Pidgeots. I need Pidgeotos. This is giving me ideas. This is giving me ideas. Dratini and Dragonair both resist Psychic types, and Dragonair resists Fighting types because it's a Flying type. Skyler with ideas is dangerous. See, the thing is, like, you all resist Psychic types, aside from the Flying type Pokemon. I could toss out something and put in... I actually prefer these Ghastlies because they do damage. I I'm actually going to reduce this by 1. Actually, no, I'll get rid of the Mew. Sorry, Mew. And I'm going to buff... What was I going to buff? I'm just going to buff something. Oh, that's right, I was going to throw in Chansey. I have 3 different Meow for a follow. I mean, you can follow whether you want to or not. I'm not gonna meow for you. So, Lullaby and Pound, Friendship Song and Expand, First Aid and Double Edge. I feel like I should move more of the Psychic Pokemon out. And put in more basic Pokemon. I mean, I could reduce the number of Jinxes, but that's not going to change much overall. I mean, yeah, it means I can put in Molecular Fairy, so I suppose I can do that. No, let's rename it. We'll go more... Actually, I have a perfect name for this. Normally... It was normally psychic. Now it's not so normally psychic. Alright, let's see how that plays out. Murray finally came up with a new strategy. He's in a very good mood. So I'll probably duel you now. By the way, would you duel me? Let's play with 4 prizes. Okay, here we go. Daniel, alright. 7 cards, here we go. Dratini, Haunter, Clefairy, and Bill. Clefairy is singing metronome. And Haunter. Alright, Clefairy, because you have HP. Curly Wild, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. And Dratini, you can go on the bench. Yep, alright. Here we go. I play first. Double colorless energy on Clefairy to build it up straight away as fast as possible. Playing Bill to draw 2 cards. Oh look, Wigglytuff. Kangaskhan, you're going straight on the bench. Yeah, I didn't think I had a Jigglypuff on there. Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, I can sing and try to put you to sleep. And I missed. Never mind. Psychic Energy on Ghastly. Finish the turn without attacking. Okay. Well, Clefairy is ready to go. I've got plenty of Psychic Energy. I'm going to use Metronome. And I'm just going to copy Scratch. To do 20 damage. Ghastly evolved into Haunter. Transparency. Whenever an attack does anything to Haunter, flip a coin. If heads, prevent all effects of that attack, including damage done to it. Lovely. Finish the turn without attacking. Okay, I drew my own Haunter. What? Alright, Kangaskhan, I'm going to start building you up. And we're going to go Metronome and do a Scratch attack on you. Knocking you out. And drawing a prize card. There's Dratini, which is great. Good start. Jigglypuff is on the bench. Execute comes out. And I drew a Psychic Energy. That's going on Kangaskhan again, because I've already started building that up. Leech Seed! Take that. Have 20 damage. There's nothing to be gained here, so I will just keep going. Metronome with another Leech Seed. Ghastly evolved into Haunter. Finish the turn without attacking. I do a Kadabra. I have so many evolution cards in my hand right now, it's not even funny. Alright, Kangaskhan is ready and waiting in the wings. And there's a Leech Seed to finish you off. Dragonite? Nope, no Dragonite. Paris is on the bench. Finish the turn without attacking. I drew a Jigglypuff. May as well play it. Psychic Energy on Dratini. I'm actually going to build up Dratini next. Pound for 20 damage. Stealing all of your moves that do damage. Energy Search. I'm going to play it. Oh, I had a double energy card coming up next time too. Damn. Oh well, never mind. Metronome. Pound attack. This Jigglypuff's going down next turn, unless they retreat, which they can't do because they don't have anything attached to it. Oh, they're gonna potion it. Okay, never mind, they're gonna stall it out. Even though they can't physically attack me. Sure. Alright, Ghastly's on the bench. I think I've got 2 Ghastlies on the bench now. No, I've only got 1. That's fine. Alright, Dratini is building up. Have another pound attack. Jigglypuff's Lullaby putting me to sleep. I'm awake. Nice try. Nice attempt at stalling. You failed. Dratini evolves, and Metronome and Pound. Done. Well, the next Pokemon done. Durganite! There's Durganite! Got it! We take that. We take those. Paris is on the bench. Finish the turn without attacking. I mean, it's not gonna matter. I think I've won this match anyway. I'll play Bill. Place Taurus on the bench. I think I've placed too many Tauruses on the bench now. I don't have any energy cards for Dragonite. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Play Dragonite. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Read, Skylar, read! Oh, well, you're still asleep. I guess you're asleep, man. Finish your turn without attacking. Well, you're awake at least. Scratch, there we go. Eh. Ooh, okay. Okay, alright. I drew a double colorless energy. I mean, I could swap out to Durganite with the Pokemon power, but I'm going to kill you anyway with a knockout, so why would I do that? Also, some Psychic deck, huh? You had nothing left. Well, I mean, you didn't... It's not that you didn't have anything left, you couldn't do anything and you realized it, because you couldn't, like, you couldn't attack into me, so you kept all your Psychic Pokemon on your bench. No ordinary player if you can defeat me. Evolution! Flareon! That's the Flareon I had as a kid. Quick attack and flamethrower. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 10 damage plus 20 more damage. If tails, this attack does 10 damage. Discard one energy card attached to Flareon in order to use this attack. Wartortle, Haunter, Marowak, Energy Search, Eevee, Ghastly, Caterpie, Gust of Wind, and Psychic Energy, and a second evolution pack. With Jolteon this time, Haunter, Golem, Jinx, Weedle, Energy Search, Squirtle, Cubone, Jigglypuff, and Psychic Energy. Next time we play, I'm going to win. Hi, I'm Murray, Master of the Psychic Club. You're the one who's visiting the clubs to win the medals. How do I know this? Because I'm Psychic! Okay, let me test my new card strategy. Against your deck, are you ready? Okay, come back when you're ready. I'm actually going to do something that I haven't done before yet. I'm going to go to Dr. Mason's laboratory and see if Dr. Mason has any mail for me. Okay, here we go. Are you getting any closer to inheriting the legendary Pokemon cards? Mario of the Psychic Club. I have some information on his deck. It seems to be a deck that uses Alakazam's damage swap. It will be difficult to defeat his deck of Psychic Pokemon. Psychic Pokemon are tricky since their weakness is Psychic Pokemon. Try to defeat him before his Pokemon evolves into Alakazam. Mario is a tough opponent. Here, take this. Laboratory. Poliwrath again, Slowbro, Arbok, Maintenance, Spearow, Slowpoke, Magnemite, Onix, Poliwag, Tentacle. What did he say there? Fight to the end, Skylar, and don't give up. So that's when you're supposed to do it then, because I was checking them afterwards. Alright. Hi, it's you again. Are you ready for a duel? Sure am. When you duel me, it's for 6 prizes. Shall we start then? Psychic Club Master Murray. Okay, watch out for the Alakazam. So I needed to be going to Dr. Mason before I attacked the leaders. So what do I have to play with? I have Ghastly to start off with, and I could do some damage on the cheap. Alternatively... How much damage does Chansey do to itself? Chansey does 80 damage to itself. Oof. Okay, let's play Jigglypuff and place Chansey on the bench to stall, and Ghastly on the bench to stall. Alright. Jigglypuff can attack, Chansey can't, so... I'm playing second. Snorlax and Kangaskhan on the bench. Ooh, boy. We got some tough Pokemon coming up. Tauros and Clefable. So that's the regular Kangaskhan that we know on Lodge. Thick skin. Snorlax can't become asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned. This power can't be used if Snorlax is already asleep, confused, or paralyzed. Flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. And how much was that? 4. Okay. So it's going to take a while for Snorlax to build up. No one came from the friendship check. Expand, doing 10 damage. It's only 10 damage, but I want to get rid of that Snorlax. I also need to be very careful here. I think I might build up Kangaskhan. As per usual. Skylar, don't build up Kangaskhan challenge, impossible. He's waiting to draw an Alakazam card, I just know it. So we're going to build up Kangaskhan as much as we can, and slowly deal damage to Snorlax here. Kangaskhan on the bench, Psychic Energy to Alakazam, or Kadabra. Dragonair, okay, that's fine, but I don't have anything to do with it. Expand. Finish the turn without attacking. He didn't even play anything. Ghastly, you can go on the bench. Alright, Kangaskhan is ready to attack. I did draw Jinx, but I can't play it, unfortunately. Yeah, now I'm gonna get, like, all of the basic Pokemon that I could play, and I can't play them. Scoop up, choose one of your Pokemon in play and return its basic Pokemon card to your hand. Ah, you sod. Why did I have a feeling you were going to do that? Okay. Now I'm up against Kangaskhan. And that can be brutal. We might turn this around, and that's not good. There's no space on the bench, damn it. Yep. 40 damage. 60 damage, that's a knockout on Jigglypuff. Okay. Well, only thing I've got left is Kangaskhan, so Kangaskhan, you better do me well. And Clefairy, play Clefairy. Check. I mean, if I do that on Clefairy, then I can immediately go for it. Comet Punch! Comet Punch against Comet Punch! 20 damage! Of fucking course. Of fucking course I'm only gonna do 20 damage. Of fucking course. You watch, he'll do 40. Oh, you jerk. And you dragged out Clefairy. Of course you did. Cool, so you just knocked out Clefairy for no reason. Fucking hell. Ah, damn it. I'm gonna play the energy card. I'll discard one Kadabra. And play an energy card, but I don't know where. Should I play it on Ghastly? What have I got in my hand? I've got a Kadabra. I do have an Abwa, so I will play an Abwa, and I will attach a Psychic Energy to that Abwa. Please do something, Kangaskhan. Thank you. 20, 40 damage, 60 damage, it's out. 80 damage, max damage, you're out of here, Kangaskhan. Get out. Okay. Double colorless energy. Kangaskhan comes into play. Abwa on the bench. An Abwa evolved into Kadabra. Psychic Energy to use Fetch. I can see why they're using Fetch. It's to get the, Fetch is to get the, thingy out. To get the Alakazam out. $20 damage. 40 damage. I'll take it, Kangaskhan, I'll take it. Okay. Another Abwa evolved into another Kadabwa. And Fetch. I think I'm getting very lucky. $20 damage, 40 damage, 40 damage, okay. I only have to roll one hit on the next turn, and you will go down, and that will be great. Energy removal on Kangaskhan, fuck you. Oof. Really? You're going to... You retreated? Pulled Kangaskhan back to your deck? Oh, you're gonna remove more energy from me, and then throw Kangaskhan away. Well, aren't you just cute? You did that deliberately. Well, guess what, mate? You're wrong. Kangaskhan's coming back into play. Because I have a double colorless card. Nice try. And the game took pity on me and gave me 60 damage, which is a complete knockout. Oh boy. Damage swap. As often as you like during your turn, you may move one damage counter from one of your Pokemon onto another as long as you don't knock out that Pokemon. Fuck. Okay. That means that Alakazam could just stay up in play. Oof. I drew Wigglytuff, but I don't think that's gonna matter much. Because I don't think I have a... Yeah, I don't. Alright. Alright, Comet Punch, here we go again. I did no damage. Lovely. This is where the match turns around. Oh boy. However, he's building up his Abras and Alakazams. So he's not attacking me at the moment. $20 damage. 40 damage, sorry. Sure, I will play Dratini. Could have done with that colorless energy on Dratini, now that I think about it. That's fine. Have a Comet Punch. 20 damage. 20 damage, okay. So still need to roll 2 times to get you out. You are down to your last 10 cards, and you need to be bloody careful, mate. Oh, of course. There's no space on the bench, okay. Well, I guess I'll fetch a card then. We're both stalling each other out. I drew Gengar. Can't do anything with it, but I can draw a Bill. I drew double colorless energy and Dragonite. Right, double colorless energy on you. Dratini, you can evolve. And you're out of here. Need to do... All you need to sort me out is to make me do a hill start in a manual Subaru. Kangaskhan is gone. And I didn't take any damage in the meantime. And I drew a Kangaskhan. Alright, Kadabra comes out. Kangaskhan goes on the bench. Psychic Energy, Psy, or Super Psy rather. 20 damage, but I resist it. I'm gonna go for the Comet Punch. 20 damage, 40 damage, 60 damage. Alakazam's out of here, or rather Kadabra's out of here. I got all 4 checks. You are gone. Alright. Haunter. Kangaskhan enters. Awful clutches, awful clutches. Invisible Wall, Mr. Mime. Whenever an attack does 30 or more damage to Mr. Mime, prevent that damage. Finish the turn without attacking there. Haunter. It doesn't help I suck at hill starts anyway. I suck at driving manual entirely, so at least you're doing something better. It's a Legend Skylar. Oh my word, Diamond, not a legend. But hi, welcome on in. Not a legend though. Finish the turn without attacking. He's got 6 cards left in his deck. He is going to deck out if he's not careful. Sure, let's place that on Dragonair. I don't have to worry about that, because I haven't been shuffling my deck nearly as much. So, 40 damage on Kangaskhan. Not enough to knock it out, but enough to make him concerned. Scoop up, choose one of your Pokemon in play. Yep, he's returning Kangaskhan, swapping it out with Mr. Mime. I'm surprised he didn't go for the ability of Mr. Mime. That's a Pokemon power. I drew 2 Psychic Energies. One of them is going on to Dragonair. Why didn't you... Whatever. You are confusing me. I mean, so is Kangaskhan, clearly. Kangaskhan's clearly confused. But yeah, you didn't use your Pokemon power. I don't... Why aren't you using your Pokemon power? Oh look, double Psychic Energy, double Colorless Energy. That's going on Dragonair. And then I'm going to evolve it. Because I have the Dragonite, and I may as well. I nearly swapped out to Dragonite, because I can just step in. But I thought I would play this out, see if I could knock out the Mr. Mime. Because that's a knockout? Oh, okay, you were activating the wall. Right. So I need to be careful then. But at the same time, he's going to deck out in just a few turns. So I can only hit you once. Otherwise, the attack has no effect. But the funny thing is, he's going to deck out. He's got 2 cards left in his deck. I'm going to win by a deck out on this match. Oh, the thought of that is just hilarious to me. I'm doing 20 damage to Mr. Mime. I need to do that one more time. Alakazam will use the Pokemon Power damage swap. Yep, I figured as much. Mr. Mime retreated to the bench. That's 40 damage on your Kangaskhan, and you just decked out. You have 1 turn left. You are decking out. I mean, I'm still going to play out the turn, because I'm both a good sport and an asshole. Cool. That's Gengar, and Comet Punch. Let's see if I can knock you out, just for shits and giggles. Yep. Kangaskhan goes down. I draw 1 prize card, which is a Kangaskhan. And you can't draw a card. Decked out. Oh, that's funny. That's my first deck out. I had 9 cards in my deck. He just kept shuffling his cards around, searching for Alakazams that just weren't there. So either they were in his prize cards, or he only has 1 Alakazam. How are you, Skylar? Okay. I could be better, Diamond, if I'm completely honest. Huh? I lost? Well, you must be pretty good if you're trying to inherit the legendary Pokemon cards. Here, take this Psychic Medal. Sorry about the PC issues. It's not just the PC issues. There's a few other things going on too, Diamond, I'm afraid. And here, take this Laboratory Booster Pack. Alakazam, Alakazam, Alakazam. Hitmonlee, I think that's new. Stretch Kick and High Jump Kick. If your opponent has any bench Pokemon, choose one of them and this attack does 20 damage to it. And then High Jump Kick just does 50 damage. Golduck, Ghastly, Dodrio, Magnemite, Slowpoke, Gambler, Onix, Zubat, and Psyduck. Electrode, Magmar, Ghastly, Golbat, Gambler, Poliwag, Doduo, Slowpoke, Zubat, and Onix. This takes me back to when I used to open card packs on my streams. Delimited, I think you might be the one who might remember that, and maybe Diamond as well. But I don't think Diamond showed up in time for those, because that was usually at the start of the stream. So Delimited might remember, but I'm not sure. Maybe. I think it was even before Spyro's time. Frost would remember as well. I'm trying to remember now, like, which members of my chat might remember that. Think of a new strategy, so come see me again. I'll be waiting! Ha 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 ha. So again, I was distracted. Delimited, you might remember the card pack openings, but I think that might have been before your time. Skylar, it's me, Dr. Mason. You're finally going to be dueling a Grandmaster. Grandmaster Courtney uses the legendary Moltres, so her deck should be made up of fire Pokemon. Be sure to use water Pokemon, since water Pokemon are the weakness of fire Pokemon. Other than that, just watch how your opponent... yeah, okay, you're too young for that. I think that was, like, more than 2 years ago. Like, it was before the Nud Oregon, so... before the Nardorigan, and probably, like, it wasn't necessarily before the Protogen, but, like, it was around the time of the Protogen, but it was early in the Protogen's life, and I was using the Protogen for, like, 2 or 3 years, I think. Other than that, just watch how your opponent plays and choose your strategy accordingly. P.S. You're almost there, keep up the good work. Here's a Colosseum booster pack. Scoop Up, Magikarp, Raticate, Growlithe, Switch, Marchop, Pokeball, Magnemite, Abwa, and Grass Energy. Psychic deck is built. Or can be built. The normally psychic deck. So... Should also take a save. I have 195 out of 226 cards. Alright. Modify deck. Tentacle, Tentacruel, Seal, 3. Won't let me add more than 80 cards. I'm gonna just drop all of the Psychic Pokemon because I don't need them. Hi Darky, welcome on in. And focus instead on the... Might keep Clefairy, but I'm not sure yet. Okay. Kingler. Okay, also. Let's drop the Clefairy line. Let's drop Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. Don't need quite as many Kangaskhans, don't need quite as many Tauruses. We can drop Chansey. Okay. So... what do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of... yeah, let's get rid of Lapras, actually. Only problem is I do need an Eevee or 2 for that Vaporeon. So I'm up to 63 cards. Let's drop the Pokemon breeder. Okay, not much I can drop there. That'll do. I don't know why, but I want to call it Water Extra. And it was either that or Waterfall. Sure, I should probably save this deck. The good news is you can save up to 60 different decks, so... I'm assuming the Grandmasters are at the Challenge Hall? Maybe? I don't know, actually, where the Grandmasters are. Greetings, welcome to the Challenge Hall. This is where the Challenge Cup is held. Challenge Cup may start at any time, so please visit the Challenge Hall often. Last Challenge Cup was a blast. The prize was really cool too. Challenge Cups are the best. I wonder when the next one will be. I didn't even check. Should have been coming here more often. I feel like I might have missed out on this. Hey Skylar, what are you doing here? Challenge Cup is over already. Too bad you couldn't enter. The prize belongs to me. Level 8 Mew. You really should enter the next Challenge Cup. But then again, why bother since I'll also win that one too. Haha, see ya. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you, mate. Pokemon Dome. This is such as legendary Pokemon cards. Defeat the Masters of the 8 clubs and attain the 8 medals. Once attained, defeat the Grandmaster here at Pokemon Dome, then you shall inherit the legendary Pokemon cards. Only those who have won all 8 Master Medals may enter the Grand Hall. You have won all 8 Master Medals. Enter the Grand Hall. Possessor of all 8 medals, rather, enter the dueling stage. However, you will be unable to turn back. And leave the Grand Hall. Push. Okay. If I'm unable to turn back, then I should probably grab multiple decks, huh? No. Build it. Ah. So I can only build that deck if the other deck is... That's poopy. I wonder if I can customize the decks whilst playing. I suppose we can find out. Let's head into Pokemon Dome. In that case, into the dueling stage. Let's find out. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is if I lose. Welcome to Pokemon Dome! I'm Rod, leader of the Grandmasters, and this is Grandmaster Courtney, the Fire Queen. Grandmaster of Lightning, Thunder Steve. Grandmaster of Ice, Gentlemanly Jack. We are the 4 Grandmasters who guard the legendary Pokemon cards. If you can defeat all of us, then you will have earned the right to inherit the legendary Pokemon cards. Sky will take your place at the table. First opponent shall be Courtney. I, Courtney the Fire Queen, shall be your first opponent. We shall see if you can take the heat. A 6 prizes match? Let's go get it. I can't change my decks. Okay, that's interesting. Headache and Fury Swipes. Let's play Psyduck and put Horsey on the bench. So that's interesting. I can't change decks or anything, so... And I play second. Oof. Magmar, Bill. Place Moltres. Firegiver. When you put Moltres into play during your turn, put from 1 to 4 energy cards from your deck into your hand. Oh, they even have custom animations for this. Vulpix is on the bench. And Magmar, Smokescreen. And I may not be able to attack. Smokescreen. 10 damage, that'll be 20 damage due to weakness. Could have done with the, you know, extra damage there. Hey! Energy removal already? Good grief. Okay. I'm in trouble if I don't draw anything. Taurus is on the bench, that's good, I suppose. Bill, can you do anything for me? Sure, I have a seal. And attack unsuccessful, of course. I don't think we're going to win here. This is fine, I just wanted to get a feel for how this is gonna work. And it looks like I can't change my deck. So I'm wondering if maybe I should build like a all-out, just straight, frickin' normal type deck or something. Psyduck. Come on, Psyduck. Do a little bit more damage. Vulpix evolved into Ninetales, that's not good, and I'm getting smoke-screened again. Hopefully I can attack. I'm in trouble if I can't. Squirtle enters play. Let's see here, we got Horsey. Squirtle does bubble and withdraw, okay. And of course. Oh dear. Oh, I don't think I played an energy card that turn either, which sucked. That was on me though, for not doing it. Oh well. Magmar retreated to the bench, because that's the thing you can do. Dancing Embers, flip 8 coins! Here we go! Could do up to 80 damage here. 10 damage. 20 damage. 30 damage. 40 damage. 50 damage, reduced by 20. So that's, what, 6? I can't count. Either way, it did 50 damage, so ow. I mean, I can place Poliwag on the bench, but it doesn't mean anything. I think I've lost this match and I didn't even try. Yep. I can't do much against this Ninetales, man. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Poliwag? Water gun? 20 damage? Oh boy. Yeah, I am screw-ed. There's nothing I can do on this fight. I have lost this one. $30 damage, that's almost a knockout. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm gonna lose Poliwag next turn unless I evolve it, and if I evolve it, then I can't attack. Although... Actually, no, that's the play. Alright. Poliwhirl. Attack. Amnesia. You can't use Dancing Ambers. Then next turn I get an attack, which will be able to finish you off. Oh, fuck off. God damn it. Well, at least you're not successful there. $60 damage, plus weakness. Never mind, not plus weakness, damn it. Fire energy on Magmar. No, don't do that. Ow. Well, shit. Squirtle? I guess? Oh, thank God I drew a water energy. Bubble attack! Please die. Oh. Ow. This feels like an unfair fight. Well, I have no energy card, so... Goodbye, horsey. Goodbye, Taurus. And that's game. Woof! Absolutely decimated. Absolutely decimated. What are you supposed to do here? I win. Come back when you've gotten a little better. I can't give a legendary Pokemon card to someone who plays like that. I'm sorry, but you have to leave. Well, take care. Just flipping the door off. I wonder if Mason gives me an email for losing. Decimated. You're reduced by 1/10. ML 13 and ML 14. Skylar, it's me, Dr. Mason. Grandmaster Steve uses the legendary Zapdos. The legendary Zapdos' Peal of Thunder and Big Thunder randomly choose a target, so you never know which Pokemon will receive damage. Be sure to look after not only your active Pokemon, but also the Pokemon on your bench. His deck should be made up mostly of Lightning Pokemon, so duel him using your fighting Pokemon. Defeat the Grandmaster, Skylar. P.S. 3 more to go. What do you mean 3 more to go? I died! Gengar, Butterfree, Kakuna, Rapidash, Gust of Wind, Pidgey, Squirtle, Energy Search, Cubone, and Fighting Energy. It's me, Dr. Mason. 2 more Grandmasters to... What do you mean 2 more Grandmasters? They decimated me. I died. Grandmaster Jack uses the legendary Articuno. He will use the legendary Articuno's Quick Freeze to paralyze your Pokemon. Also be wary of his other Articuno's Freeze Dry. His deck should be mostly water Pokemon, so it will be weak against lightning Pokemon. Go get him, Skylar. You're almost there. No, I'm not. I'm nowhere nearer. I got absolutely decimated. Vileplume, Cloyster, Mr. Fuji. Lickitung, Mysterious Fossil, Vulpix, Kabuto, Energy Removal, Fire Energy, and Voltorb. So, the thing is, you're not allowed to leave. Don't have any of the promo cards. You're not allowed to leave once you step in there, and that makes me think that, like, you have to take in multiple decks. Oh. Man, I'm not sure what I should do here. I mean, I'm gonna give it one more try. I said I'm gonna give it one more try. Welcome back, Brave Challenger. We're the Grandmasters who guard the legendary Pokemon cards. We'll accept your challenge as many times as it will take for you to inherit all 4 of the legendary Pokemon cards. Skylar, take your place at the table. The first opponent will be Courtney. I think what also sucked is I didn't have a lot of energy cards and I didn't have a lot of Pokemon cards to start with. I had nothing and you had nothing. Alright, what have I got? I got Kangaskhan, and I've got a double energy. Alright, well, I suppose starting off with Kangaskhan, and I'll play Squirtle, and I will play Poliwag onto the bench. Ah, damn it. Alright. Dratini, you're going onto the bench. Double colorless energy on Kangaskhan. I'm 2 turns away from attacking though. And I wonder if I should have done this. Alright. I can draw a card. Energy Search, okay. Moltres is on the bloody bench. And drawing... Okay, drew 1 fire energy, I'll take that. Alright, Gyarados, sure. Kangaskhan is ready to attack, finally. And here goes the Comet Punch with no damage. Okay, 20 damage. I'll take it. 20 damage, but I am well behind. Ah, fuck. I wish you could fucking quit in this game, like you could just scoop. Because I feel like I should just scoop. Congratulations on your 2nd win, Courtney, you bum. Paralyze? No, no such luck. Eat my weakness. Hey. Scooting is mandatory. Scoop. S-C-O-O-P. Cousin again. Scooping means you just grab your cards and you walk off the table. It's basically you quit. And that's kind of what I feel like I should do. Well, Squirtle's back on the thing again. suppose I can energy. Before scooting away, dragging my butt on the carpet. Energy search. Grab an energy card, I suppose. Water gun. 20 damage. Big whoop. Fire energy to Arcanine. There's flamethrower again. Yep. No one to hold him. 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 I have no idea what you're referencing there, Delimited. Cool, I drew Seadra and I can't play it. Here's a bubble attack. Hey, I paralyzed you so you can't attack. Good grief, we might turn this around yet. And you're going to withdraw your Arcanine, aren't you? Holy shit, you didn't return it. Well, there's a double colorless energy that's going to mean nothing, so I'm just going to slap it on Dratini. Because I have nothing else to put it on. There's a Poliwag on the bench. And an energy retrieval, I suppose. Oh, nope, never mind, I won't play it then. Okay, bubble attack. You're out of here. I killed the thing! Modified version of no one to hold him. No one to fold him, no one to walk away, and no one to run from the song The Gamba by Kenny Rogers. I will draw a single prize card! This could decide the match! It's a Poliwag. Thank you for that huge round of indifference. Come on, Wartortle! Give me a Wartortle! Give me a Paralyze! Oh yeah, you're not weak to fucking water types, you're weak to lightning types, aren't you? Of course you are. Let's be honest here, you're weak to lightning types. Give me a Wartortle! That's not a Wartortle. I will play this. Oh, fuck me. What have I got? A Seadra and a Gyarados. Nothing that evolves into them. I'm gonna put that on that. Oh, cool. Cool. You just don't have a fucking weakness. That's fine. I love that, for me. Yeah. Oh, look at me, I'm gonna heal. Fail! Damn it. And here comes the attacks. What are you supposed to do? This game is so one-sided, it's not even funny, I fucking feel. Oh my god. Poliwhirl! That's not a Poliwhirl. I feel like this game has quite a difficulty curve here. Also, excuse me, I thought these were legendary cards. What do you mean you have like 5 of them? Well, there's a Horsey. I'm gonna play Horsey. And then I'm going to build it up, because I have a Seadra in my hand. I can't attack yet, so there's no point in building it up any further, but I have a 10. Fail, 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 damn it. Psyduck. Because at least then I can do extra damage. Pokemon can't play trainer cards. Okay, and Furious Swipes does 10 damage plus times. Come on, Psyduck! 30 damage, 20 damage, okay, I'll take it. At least it's more than 10, and that's more than 0. So, I'll take it. Oh, fuck off. Moltres retreated to the bench, and of course you're going to heal it. And here comes Magmar with a fucking flamethrower attack. That's like 50 fucking million damage. Psyduck's dead. Hey Courtney, you'd lose in a real Pokemon battle to my level 100 Dragonite. Also, your deck isn't gonna win against a Paper Shredder. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. But I did bring my Paper Shredder. I'm gonna try one more time tonight, and then we'll call it there. I feel like I'm just getting unlucky with my draws, but at the same time, I don't really know what else to do. Like, she just keeps getting Moltresses. And I don't know how you're supposed to stop that. This is very annoying. I'll try it one more time. This is already a lost cause. Taurus is going out. And I have way too much crap in my hand that I can't play. Alright, well, that's something. There are no basic cards in the energy pile, and everything else is an evolution. Can you assault them physically instead of just with cards? That's it, just, like, stand up. Oh yeah? Well, I have 6 Pokeballs attached to my belt. Here's a Charizard to burn all of your cards. Here's a Dragonite to pin you to the ground. Here's a Mewtwo to hit you with psychic damage. And I heard you like using legendary cards. Well, here's my Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos to finish you off. 30 damage on Magmar straight away. Okay, well, that's a good start. Ah, smoke screen. Magikarp, you're going on the bench because I have nothing else on the bench. Attack is successful. 30 damage. Use Bill. Fire energy to Magmar. Wait a minute. 10 damage, smoke screen. I think I might have just won this by a technicality. Water energy and water energy. Okay, let's place that on Taurus. Oh no, she's got 3 Pokemon on the bench. Okay, never mind. Damn, I thought I had this. Okay, Rampage or Stomp. I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I don't attack anyway. Which I fucking didn't, because this game doesn't want to give me a fucking leg up on this fight whatsoever. Cool, and I didn't become confused, and that's a knockout. Finally! I got another knockout on you. Alright, Magmar comes in. Fire energy on Growlithe. Smoke screen again. Water energy on Magikarp. Drawing Bill. Dugong and Horsey. Horsey, you're getting played immediately. I do have Seadra, but I'm going to build up to Gyarados. So I need 30 and 40. Or 30. Or, no, not 30. I need 3. I need 3 water energy or 4 water energy, and it's fine. We might be able to do it. Especially if Taurus goes down. Hi, Blue. Welcome on in. Thank you for the hydrate. She can only do 10 damage to me at a time, and by the time Tauros goes down, I am hoping to have Gyarados ready. Seal is on the bench. And on top of this, if Tauros goes... Well, Tauros will be going down next turn regardless. 70 damage. I did not expect to knock you out. That was a surprise. Whoops. Okay, well, yeah, okay. Tauros goes down, I can play the energy retrieval and get the energy cards out. And that means I can use Gyarados. So Magikarp is coming out. Squirtle is going on the bench. Play a water energy on Magikarp. And then... Actually, I didn't need the energy retrieval. Never mind, because I had the water energy. Where did I get the water energy from? I don't know. Anyway, Magikarp is evolving to Gyarados. You're fucked now. Dragon Rage. Goodbye. I'm turning this ship around, damn it. No, that was a smart move because I got Blastoise, so that's fine. Alright. Dragon Rage, that's an easy knockout on Magma. This is what I'm talking about. Once someone gains steam in the Pokemon TCG, it's hard to shut them down. Like, I've got this in the bag now. There is literally nothing she can do. And I mean, she didn't get a Moltres this time. Never mind, she got a Moltres. The only problem is you can only play one energy card per turn. And I don't think you can retreat. Yeah, because you have nothing... Oh, nope, you're switching out. Okay. Alright, she might have turned this one around. Well, that's still 50 damage. It's not weakness or resistance, but it's still 50 damage, and I will kill you on your next turn, so you better do something drastic. And you didn't. Did you just give up? I think you just gave up. Oh yeah, I should have played Energy Retrieval. I'm gonna discard Poliwag. And you are out of here. I win! Whew! I lose, but that's no surprise, seeing as how you come this far. Your next opponent is waiting for you. Very good, Skylar. Your second opponent is Steve. Hi, Thunder Steve, I'm your next opponent. Hey, do you want the legendary Pokemon cards? And you must defeat me first. Is your deck ready, Skylar? Prepare for the duel. No. Oh, oops. Oops! Okay, that's how this works. Grandmaster Steve, legendary Zapdos decks. Okay, so that's how this works. But hang on. Do I want to do this? Is this cheating? Yeah, it's kind of cheaty, isn't it? But I want to see what this option does. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna let this play out. But now we know what to deal with. Like, it allows you to bring up the menu, which means you can save and you can change your deck out. Okay, noted. So you can save between each fight and you can change your deck completely. Oh, this is not good. I'm happy with that because I do need to go to bed anyway. It's 11 o'clock. So I'm definitely going to lose this fight. Attach lightning energy to Electabuzz and use plus power to knock me out. Paralysis check, you missed. I did draw Golduck, so I'm gonna focus on that. Oh right, I can't do anything. I'm gonna play Seal first, because I don't actually know what Golduck's abilities are, so I need to check. Side Shock and Hyper Beam for 3 water, okay. Oh, not much I can do then. Getting to see some cool animations at least. Okay, you'll knock out Electabuzz on this turn. I mean, Electabuzz will knock out Poliwag on this turn. That's fine. $20 damage to yourself. Kangaskhan. Best chance I've got, so I may as well... Hey, I'm gonna play to win. 60 damage, that's a knockout. I'll take it. Taurus, okay. And Eevee's on the bench. Eevee evolved into Jolteon. And Jolteon does quick attack for 20 damage, okay. Like, I'm gonna give it my best shot and play until I lose. And I think that's fair enough. Check. I got Psyduck and Magikarp, okay. Well, I think I'm gonna do that. Taurus and Kangaskhan are probably gonna be my best bets here. 20, 40... 40 damage, alright. Not terrible. I need to do another 40 damage to get it hit. Heads, that's 40 damage, so that's gonna suck. Though I think I resist that somehow or another, but I'm not sure how. Alright, Bill, drawing 2 cards, Psyduck and Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan's going on there. Oh, great. Not terrible, so about 3.6... Rowan Gens? Never heard of what a Rowan Gen is. So... No, your weakness is... or your resistance is Psychic. So you're just doing 10 damage, okay. Ah, because you don't have the... Right. It's all measurement of radiation. Right, okay. And I missed. Of course I did. You watch, I'm gonna flip 4 coins and get nothing on the next turn too. I'm surprised you're just going for the quick attack here. Instead of, like, if you build up your, thing, then you would probably take me out. Come on, Kangaskhan. Yay! There we go. Alright, that's one Jolteon down. Jolteon was knocked out. I will draw another prize card. Steve is using Bill. Like the Buzz is on the bench. Eevee's quick attack for 20 damage. Or 30 damage, rather. Nope, just does 10. I drew a Wartortle. I didn't think so. Yeah, okay, there's nothing in there. I was gonna check for energy cards, but there's nothing in there. Okay. It's only basic energy cards as well, so I can't grab Kangaskhan's. 20 damage. Kangaskhan, I needed you to do like 60 there. Or at least 40. That would have been nice. And you retreated to the bench, and you're gonna heal Eevee. Lightning Energy and Thunder Punch. Tails, so doing damage to yourself, that's 30 damage. That's a knockout on Kangaskhan, so I'm not gonna be able to turn this one around. Taurus is out. Got 2 Poliwhirls in my hand, but I can't do anything with them. $30 damage. One more of those and I can take out Electabuzz. 10 plus 10 damage, that's what, 30? 40? Yeah, 40. Oof. There's a water energy, finally. Hold on. Let me check something here. Not that. Oh, you need 3. Bugger. Well. Oh, I shouldn't have played that. I should have done Rampage. I'm an idiot. Yep. No. If I had done it right, I would have been able to... Bugger. If I'd Rampaged, I would have had him down. Alright. I have to go with Psyduck. Well, at least I drew the water energy that I need. I mean, not that that matters, but I did do 20 damage at least. Okay, there's a Vaporeon that I can't play. $30 damage. Somehow not weak to it, I don't think. There's nothing in the discard pile, okay. Yeah, I'm in the lab now. Oh, it's almost class time. My weakness and resistance for this attack. Oh, okay, that's why. That's why I survived. So I could retreat and go the rest of your stream/night. Alright, no worries, Doctor. Good luck. If I retreat, though, what am I gonna do? Kangaskhan, get out there! Fetch. Draw a card. Hey, there we go. That's an energy card. Energy retrieval. Yep. Sonic Boom. 30 damage. And I drew the last water energy that I need. Fetch, draw a card from the deck. Getting Eevee. Oh, Zapdos is on the deck, and you've got a plus power. Cool, excellent. That's going to do like 40 damage. Yep, that's 40 damage. Okay, great. Fantastic. Don't worry, I'm not going to kill you this turn anyway. Eevee on the bench. $20, $40, $60. What? Okay, that was a surprise. Double colorless energy. Eevee is in play. Zapdos is building up. Quick attack, and of course he gets it. And yeah, that was it. And Skylar, get out of the room. He's still a long way to go, but don't give up. Challenge me again. I'm sorry, but you have to leave. Well, take care. I'm going to inherit the legendary cards, and then I'm going to just stand there with the biggest grin in front of my face, call Dr. Mason, call Ronald, call, like, all of the Grandmasters, call all of the, Masters, and I'm just gonna be like, watch this. Turn on the paper shredder, and then shred every single one of the fucking legendary cards. Alright, well, I think we're gonna call it there for tonight. I'm afraid. So, the good news is we do know that in order to attack the Grandmasters, we can prepare, quote-unquote, prepare our decks. And we have access to all of our cards when we do that. Like, our cards are not stored anywhere on any computer or anything like that. They're all sitting here in our pockets. We are literally walking around with our entire binder. And at the beginning of each battle, we can change up our deck. So the good news is we have that knowledge. So what I might do, actually, is I might change the name of this deck and just call it Grand. I have no idea if this is going to fit, and I'm going to try it anyway. Shen... E... Oops. Shen... An... E... Grand Shenanigans! There you go! Perfect. Alright. Cool. It does suck though, like, there's quite a difficulty spike there, and it feels like there's not much you can do because you just don't get the good cards, which is not great. Alright. With that, that's going to do it from me for tonight. Join me tomorrow night for Super Mario Sunshine, which may be the conclusion of the game. We've only got 2 more stages to play. And then the final area, which only has like 1 Shine Sprite in it. So, yeah, we're almost done with that game, pretty much. We're doing pretty well on it, so I think we might be able to finish the game tomorrow night. But we will see. I'm like half confident that we can and half confident that we can't, because we've got some pretty difficult missions coming. And then on Wednesday night, join me again for more Pikmin 4. I had to stop and think because I wasn't sure what I was playing on Wednesday night. But yeah, join me for more Pikmin 4. And if you want to see more Pokemon TCG, for the Game Boy Color, That will be on Monday night next week, where we will attack the Grandmasters once again with the Grand Shenanigan deck. That is going to be consistently modified. Alright. I suppose that wouldn't be allowed in tournament play, huh? Alright. Let's see if we can find some on the raid tonight. The stream, Mr. Skynob. You're welcome. The rest of the chat all have a good rest of the day, Stashlight. You too, the Limited. Catch you later. I think I've got a couple of targets lined up, but let's see. Alright, Ryoku Art. They are playing some Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, so let's go ahead and give them a little raid, huh? Alright, have a good night, folks. I will see you all tomorrow night for Super Mario Sunshine. Good night, everybody.